Well, a very good day or otherwise time appropriate greetings to you folks here on Speed Gaming 2. Welcome to the Metroid Prime 2 Echoes Randomizer weekly community race. We got a good one for you today, folks. Second Saturday of October, which means we just passed Friday the 13th, so hopefully we will not be encountering any of that shenanigans. But more importantly, we've got an even weekly race for you today. On our stream, we've got Nye and Bruh Inc. I'm Captain MD, and today I'm joined by Marion Law. How you doing today?
I'm doing wonderful, Captain. It's always a pleasure being here in the booth with you. Yeah, I'm looking forward to today's race. We got two highly skilled runners, and in well respects, and today, well, we might see a lot of out-of-bounds movement.
Indeed. So yeah, it's even settings. So main energy controller start. I really do need to get around to switching that to landing site eventually. But for the most part, it looks like everybody's gen the right seed. Everybody's on 6.4. It's been a pretty good month for Echoes Rando. We had a nice cross game race in the tail end of September, and I do believe there are plans in place to do something particularly fancy for this month's end of the month CGC, since it falls on, if I'm not mistaken, October 28th. Unfortunately, I won't be around for that one, but that's okay.
Was it? They said the 28th, correct?
Yeah, fourth Saturday in October.
Yeah, it's gonna be a Saturday. Yep, alrighty. We are looking at trying to contemplate with Bilo. We might get some Halloween settings for our presets.
Indeed. All right, we are off. So, are there any particular things you want to see in this seat today? It looks like we got an early space jump today. Wait, actual SJF? What?
What do I want to see? That's always a tough question to ask. It's always interesting to see where these runners might end up in the long run. But if I had to send just to one place overall, I'd love to see someone go to Lower Torvis. Underwater movement, in my opinion, is one of the best things to watch.
Indeed. All right, Lower Torvis sounds nice. We do get a hint, because we did start with Violet Translator. We forgot to mention that earlier, that Light Beam is in Transport Center, so it is locked by bombs to start things off.
Well, on the bright side, we know where it's at, so we can always get back to it relatively easy. Only need that Violet Translator to lower the gate. But no, actually, that gate's automatically unlocked with the new settings, isn't it?
No. The gates for Industrial Site and Landing Site are currently still Violet, but we start with Violet Translator, so it doesn't make a difference.
Oh, that's fair. Well, since you asked me, Captain, I'll ask you. What do you expect to see from today, based on our runners?
That's a really good question. The last couple of weeklies have been very strange in their distribution. I think I would like to see some more of Lower Torvis, and although admittedly I've been kind of behind the bandwagon the last couple of weeks myself, but Lower Torvis would be really nice. I would like to see, I know it's rare, but like Screw Attack in Sank Vault Side, because that basically forces required Caretaker unless you can do like a boost jump in Watch Station Access.
Oh no, that's mean. That's a rough trick.
Yeah, there are a couple of other ways around it as well, but logically that would be just a nightmare. It also means you would have to find Grapple Beam first.
Yeah, but the downside is Caretaker Drone. Nobody likes fighting that.
Nope. Oh, hey, look at that. A seed where we actually get energy tanks within a reasonable hour. Ugh.
What do you mean, blah? I would love an E-Tank right away. At least I feel safe playing your seeds.
Yeah, no kidding. Because I don't know if it's just my seeds or what, but I seem to generate a lot of stuff that's very energy starved. But we do start with the light ammo tank and Transport B access. Nothing of importance there just yet. Although, thankfully, we don't need excessive amount of beam ammos for Sonic Boom Doors like we did at the end of last month.
Yeah, let's go and stray a little bit away from that. You got a little carried away, admittedly.
Oh no, that was just a fun seed. Not really as bad because there was an unlimited beam ammo pickup in a reasonable location, but even still.
But I can't see what that is over on Temple Assembly.
All right, looks like Bruh's going to go get this, but it is going to trigger the cutscene, so Bruh's going to have to turn around here and reset momentarily. Let's see what is in here. It looks like it must be important if they're going for it right away.
Was there another E-Tank? No. Oh, missile expansion. That's good.
Yeah, that gives us an extra item in Storage Cavern B. Main missiles not required, and it's even more missiles.
Well, hey, I mean, can't complain about priority drops now.
Nope.
All right, well, we got missiles, we got space jump, we got any tank. Well, all signs are pointing all over to getting our way into Aegon Wastes.
Yeah, we only actually have 2 items in Logic right now, and that is the item in Portal Access A and the item in the elevator over here.
They transport to Aegon.
All right.
Looks like your Cursed Lake's got a life support system.
Could be a suit, which we might need later. We'll see. I know that I've noticed light suit being required has been rearing its ugly head a couple of times lately, so we'll see.
Oh, morph ball bombs and a hint that Emerald Translator's somewhere here in Temple Grounds.
It is exactly 4 rooms away from Industrial Site, which is the room that Nye's coming into right now, which means, let me think this through a little bit here. Could it be Hive Chamber A? No, that's 3 rooms. It can't be Hive Chamber B because that's only a couple.
Would it be Dynamo Chamber? I know that's not the last name of that.
Dynamo Chamber's the name. Yeah.
Oh, it is? Okay.
It could be, let me think this through for one moment.
Right,
Temple Assembly, Dynamo Chamber.
Communication area?
Yeah, it's actually a communications area, yeah, which is exactly where Bruh's going.
I was off by 1. That's all right.
So yeah, that just got put into play with those bombs.
Oh, we got a first Sky Temple.
All right.
Hive Chamber B. I'm going to write that down real quick.
But yeah, I'm 99% sure this is Emerald Translator. Yep.
Well, turn that 99 to a crisp 100.
But yeah, this is very typical in an opener where bombs are one of the earliest forms of progression. Is usually Hive Chamber B and or Comm Area will have progression, and in this case, the correct answer was Comm Area, as hinted by the elevator. Now,
no, I'm just clearing my throat. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. This is an interesting play from Bruh. However, there is going to be a quick backtrack over to transport A access to get the item there, because that also gets put in logic with Emerald Translator. Emerald Translator is just a really good translator to have, not only for opening doors, but also for endgame, just so that way, Torvis, finally, that does give you 6 hits.
Torvis itself, just trying to reach lower Torvis.
Yeah, I mean, luckily you don't need Emerald Translator to get into lower Torvis, but once you do get in, having Emerald is really nice.
Yeah, it is. It's beautiful. Torvis, in my opinion, is one of the worst areas to try to backtrack for.
Yeah, especially lower Torvis that isn't directly anywhere near Training Chamber.
Now, you stray too far away from there, you start going towards Hydro Chamber storage, you make your way through the transit tunnels, you're just asking for a bad time.
Indeed. Now, with those bombs in tow, the light beam is now also in play from Transport Center, so we are going to have that in our pocket relatively soon. That would be good for a nice early Dark Aegon dive. What we're likely to see here is if our runners do open the portal to Dark Aegon, they'll go in, open the door, just go turn around and go straight for Transport Center, get Light Beam, and then backtrack around, because Light Beam does make Jump Guardian especially miles easier.
Yeah, to backtrack on communication area, let's say we've had some bad history with that recently.
I see.
Yeah, trying to do a race with Sam one day. And let's just say we last locationed his morph ball as we forgot about communication area was a check.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I wasn't too happy with that one.
All right, Mining Plaza is... What was that? Hold on.
It looked like an E-Tank?
Yes, it was an E-Tank. Thank you, slightly higher quality Twitch playback. All right, bombs give us another item here in Mining Station A, which is Seeker Missiles.
Oh, Seekers are always great to have. Now, if we find Dark Beam anywhere around here, I'd love to do a Mining Station B run.
Mining Station B would be pretty interesting. It's doable with this equipment, with only bombs and a very well placed BSJ, but it is nevertheless challenging.
Oh, come on, Captain. Challenging for 9, bruh? No, that wouldn't be challenging.
Probably not, but even still, it's definitely going to throw a wrench into the works for Logic, that's for sure, because the item normally requires boost ball and both beams.
Well, if you want to make it easier, we could find screw attack along the way and do a slope jump into a screw attack on the drill.
We could do. Now, unfortunately, we're going into Aegon without Amber Translator, which would be really nice because of a few hints in this area, but we're going to have to hold out on that until it shows up. And if there's one thing I despise, it's low translator seeds, where you're going the entire race pretty much only on 2 translators, or less.
Yeah, it's never fun. You get no hints, you get little to no information. So you're probably scrambling trying to find something that you might have already went past.
And it looks like our runners are prioritizing Light Beam here, which, given what we know, which is really actually pretty much nothing beyond the Light Beam, to be honest, but it will do us some favors. It gives us Ventilation Area A, and Vent Area A has been another particular hotspot for progression with early Light Beam. Oh, Bruzbomb was just a tiny bit too late there.
Oh, that's all right. He's a quick recovery. But no, I do think this is the right play. You go with the information that you have and do the checks along the way. If you start straying too far out, you could dig yourself into a hole.
Ooh. Oh, this is very interesting. That was Annihilator Beam in Crossroads. By logic, that is hard Dark Beam locked.
Yeah, we're going to need to find our boost ball for that as well.
Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, so that's actually pretty good to know. You don't want one of those seeds where Dark Beam is your last beam, because late Dark Beams can really screw up seeds. I've had a Go Mode Dark Beam be as far in as Reactor Core.
Oh, that's a bad location. Alrighty, Nye, let's go ahead and get your Light Beam.
If Dark Beam shows up particularly soon, that would be, Dark Beam and Boost would show up particularly soon, that'd be very nice. Although I do believe with Screw Attack, there is a BSJ you can also do into a Screw Attack that can get you that item without Boost, but with no suits, that would be a royal pain in the backside to do.
You are correct, my friend. There is a trick that we can use, but like you said, taking either damage with no suits, it's a little too risky for the reward. But if I was Nye, I would be heading straight for Jump Guardian, grab Trial Tunnel. If you pick up Dark Beam along the way, it'd be great. Grabbing Cache 4. But just make your Dark Aether loop. Dark Aether? Yeah, Dark Aegon. Both are acceptable.
Pretty much.
I just don't want them to have what I had today in a race. Last location, Dark Beam on a Morbus. That's the last check of the entire thing.
Oof.
Yeah, that wasn't fun.
All right, and looks like Nye is going immediately for Trial Tunnel. Now, it should be noted, we have not yet found the missile launcher, so this is technically out of logic. Now, that being said, we've had missile launcher in some dumb places here on Speed Gaming before. I do remember that we logically deduced a missile launcher in Sank Entrance. This was a few months ago. I want to say it was over the midsummer.
Well, would you look at that?
All right, Dark Visor. That's a good visor to have now, for sure. It doesn't do that much for us right this very... Although, I say it doesn't do much for us right this minute, but it does give us an alternate way to GFMC without power bombs or screw attack. Once we find, obviously, a main missile launcher, but very interesting to see the game giving us Dark Visor Seeker missiles very early here. So it is possible we could have main power bombs and or screw attack in GFMC.
That's absolutely possible. Well, as we have both runners high-fiving here with Jump Guardian, we can thankfully just destroy this entire fight by hitting him while he's invisible. That hitbox is beautifully spawned in.
Indeed. And okay, there's that missile launcher from Jump Guardian. So, all right, that sorts that mystery out. But that does put GFMC in logic without power bombs or screw attack. Yeah, this is turning out to be a very interesting opener here. Dart Beam and GFMC would be pretty good given the circumstances.
Sam's wondering where we found these fresh majors. Well, we got Dark Visor and Trial Tunnel, Light Beam and Aegon Transport Center, Bombs Transport to Aegon Wastes. Where were Seekers? Seekers were up in the...
Mining Station Access.
Access, right. And then Space Jump was... We started with Space Jump.
Yeah, Space Jump was Umos 1. So yeah, Nye with just a tiny bit of a lead here over Bra, but for the moment, that could... and for the moment, that could change... the main reason... Let me see if I can try and figure out how to word this.
Take your time.
A lot of races, it may seem that Nye's ahead a bit just for now based on execution, but it is entirely possible if we get a casino for one item that this race could go sideways for anybody at any time. Bro's charge beam almost didn't grab that blue drop there for a second. All right, so I believe Nye's next stop is probably going to be Bomb Guardian since that just got put in logic with Missile Launcher. Where was Emerald Translator? It was in comm area, hinted at the Aegon elevator. I did not see what that was in Mining Station A. Playback reveals it was a missile tank.
The glories of modern technology.
Oh, yes.
And to sum it up, that we do have one Sky Temple key location known, and that was over in Hive Chamber B.
Yes, and Bra hasn't gone for that yet because his only detour after bombs was for comm area.
Well, I don't blame him. I'm not a fan, personally, of doing that entire Hive Chamber loop separate. Yeah, since DMT doesn't spawn until Bomb Guardian's defeated. So just having to come back here multiple times makes that trip a little rough.
I do believe you can one-shot Bomb Guardian with Seeker missiles. I can't remember.
I've never attempted that, but now I will go try it.
I don't think it's one shot, but it's like very close.
Well, we know power bombs evaporates it, but we don't have power bombs. But we do have Spider Ball.
Spider Ball now, eh? That could be really good. That's really good for getting out of labs. That's an alternative way out if Dark Beam doesn't show up. Actually, that's... Right now, labs is only available through the front because no Dark Beam or Screw Attack.
That's fair. We won't get out of main reactor then. Oop, let it be an Aegon key. Ah, dang it.
Not this time.
That was worth a shot.
So yeah, it looks like... I'm trying to think about what the best play is. Doing the GFM, the Temple Grounds loop now isn't necessarily a bad idea. The only downside is you can't go straight to GFMC from Trooper Security Station. You have to go all the way back around through the temple.
And just to answer this one question in chat, unfortunately, Sank entrance is still locked. We need boost ball to logically get in there.
Yeah, that is the boost ball and a power bomb we're still looking for because we haven't even found an expansion yet. Otherwise, yes, Sank entrance does sound like a really interesting idea right now. Emerald would also give us one more hint in Fortress Transport access, which, I mean, we could do with a little bit of intel, because now we're kind of flying blind for a little bit.
Yeah, remember how you said we couldn't get out of main reactor?
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, well, I think we forgot that Nye loves to do out-of-bounds movement. So if he can, he will. Another Ing Hive key. That's great.
Curious. That's 2 Inghive keys we've now seen.
Is it hinting Quad might have something useful?
I hope not, because we had that same inclination last week. Was it last week? No, I think it was in the door rando seat, and that ended up not being the case. Not in the door rando seat, in the cross game race last week. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't exactly have the best armaments to deal with Dark Samus here. Light Beam can work, but for Charge Light, you got to go point blank because it doesn't lock.
Oh, and to make things even better, if you take a look over on Bruh's screen, we'll find the same out-of-bounds movement being done. Who says you need to be stuck? We have wall-breaking technology.
Looks like Bruh's not even interested in...
Oh.
Oh, I was going to say Bruh's not interested in going to... fight Dark Samus at all, but it looks like he fell down on the way to Command Center. Because, yeah, the Command Center doors are now down. The Dark doors to Command Center from here are now down because of new patchers, so they do require out-of-bounds traversal to otherwise get over there. Nye, on the other hand, we're going to see do the BSJ into standable terrain here to get the item in sand processing without boost ball.
I got that first try as well. That was amazing.
It does seem boost ball may potentially play a pretty critical role given what we know about... Oop, I'm not sure if Bruh meant to do that. Command Center is Dark Burst.
Followed by a missile expansion on sand processing. And Sam pointing out, doing nice trick without screw tech can be a little finicky.
Indeed, because yeah, one other way is that you could BSJ into a screw attack on the other. I have no idea what that was in main reactor.
No idea, but the Dark Oasis has a key in it though.
Yeah, that could be a problem, actually. With Spider Ball, it's possible to get this item now in main reactor. What you would do is BSJ from the first piston here into... Yeah, Nice trying to check if this is super missiles, but I don't think... Is it super missiles?
It looks like some sort of missile, I'll agree with that. But I can't determine what type of missile.
Yeah, because if it was supers, Nye might be going for it. No, Nye's leaving, so it's not supers. All right, Broad, meanwhile, going backwards around to check Central Mining Station. See what's down here. It's another Sky Temple key.
I'm going to write that down.
All right, that key we could go get right now. So yeah, Nye, unfortunately, is going to have to BSJ, and this is pretty much... Well, you can Spider Ball your way out of here from main reactor, but otherwise you pretty much have to save warp. Otherwise, you'd have to go all the way around, because, yeah, pretty much the only other item in Logic and Labs right this minute is bioenergy production, which is unfortunately a little too out of the way for one check right now. All right, so it looks like Bruh's trying to get some standable terrain through ether jumping onto this area. Unfortunately, the ether box is in a really wonky spot because of where the key is. Sorry to interrupt you for just a split second, but I think it would be better to go from the other side because I think the room for command for Central Mining Station access extends further out to the right side of the room where Bruh is right now compared to the left side.
Yeah, but no, you interrupt me as much as you want to, Captain. You know a lot more about this than I do. I'm just here for the entertainment of the viewers.
All right, well, we are seeing Nye make that GFMC trip. Yeah, without any Dark World access, we cannot go and check the item in Phazon grounds, but we also need a grapple for that anyway.
Well, luckily, bro did find some standable terrain in that Aether box, so he's moving up in the world.
Quite literally. But,
well, that was intended. I will take it. And he's back inbounds. Alrighty.
All right, and would you look at that? Main power bombs in GFMC compound.
You really gotta stop calling these races, Captain. And super missiles as well.
Wow, that is a stacked GFMC. So yeah, Nye reading this logic perfectly here.
And dupe the main power bombs. Why not get a few more?
Main power bombs in GFMC, a suit would probably be the next best thing, but you absolutely love to see it. This actually does make finishing up the Temple Grounds loop way more peaceful.
Oh, dramatically so. We've got the supers move through meeting grounds, get all the way to Torvis if you really want to. It's the possibilities are limitless right now.
We could indeed get to Torvis. The only thing we could do at the area right now, though, is we could only check Torvis Lagoon, and even then, we can't get the item without either Grab Boost or Screw Attack to air underwater. Unfortunately, Bruh now has to traverse this gate in order to get out because it was not lowered in his previous pass through Aegon.
Well, yeah, thankfully, a nice triple bomb jump onto the left wall here. We can just practically jump right over it. But I'd say what Bruh's doing is one of the more easier bomb jump tricks to pick up and learn.
Indeed, it's one that I should definitely consider taking up soon. So now we're just a boost ball away from Sank Entrance and Logic, but Nye is going to take a quick detour to read this hint.
And that turret just got absolutely destroyed.
All right, we're going to get a look through the ceiling here to find out what that was in Fortress Transport Access. I think I saw it for a split second, and it looked like a Sky Temple key on the playback.
I was just about to say that. It looked like a key.
So I think we're going to have to come back here with Light Suit or do some more insane out-of-bounds shenanigans, your choice. We did see that Tumos is dead, however, only containing a power bomb. So let's see what we can do with this equipment now. With main power bombs and Spider Ball, Spider's Treasure is now accessible, although technically we're an energy tank short of being able to go into Hazing Cliff. Because in this damage strictness, 50% more energy is required than what the logic would expect in order to do anything in that nature. Oh.
That could be bad. Movement system over an Egg Reliquary.
Yeah, that could be Screw Attack.
Yeah, but it could be Grapple Beam.
Could be, if it could be Grapple Beam, in which case Screw Attack would have to show up somewhere else anyway, since you can't get to that area without a grapple.
Oh, that's absolutely fair, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm forgetting a lot.
That's a pretty yikes hint to find. As chat says, yeah, that's kind of yikes.
Oh, Sam, it might be beam related from what they're saying. We could have totally misread that.
No, Reliquary absolutely said movement system. A Cursed Lake is beam related. No, Cursed Lake is life support. I take that back.
Captain, you keep this up. You're gonna make me second guess myself again.
I'm sorry. It's just what I do.
I don't believe you at all for that apology. You want to try to be a little bit more sincere about it?
Maybe.
All right. Well, we'll talk about this later. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and drop in on 9 and see what Dark Missile Trooper has for us today.
Yeah, unfortunately, Bruh's out of bounds shenanigans definitely did cost him a bit of time here. Now, Nye's going to be, I believe, yeah, Nye's already gotten the Sky Temple key here, so just going to be cruising on through here. Bruh, on the other hand, is going to be picking it up in a second, but I would hope that, I would wager that Bruh's routing here is going to be probably DMT to GFMC via the Great Temple entryway in Industrial Site, and then from there you could make your way back around to Meeting Grounds, although it's a bit of a wonky path, but you could do it. But we do know GFMC is absolutely the play right now. Nye also giving us a chance to show off a nice feature of version 6.2, I believe is when this came out, is the custom suit textures. So we're getting a nice, like, dark blue Samus suit here. All right, so it looks like Nye is not currently interested in checking out the hints for Torvis and is instead going to go back to Aegon. I'm trying to think. Yeah, because unfortunately, the downside is we don't have Amber Translator or Cobalt Translator, so we're locked out of any hints in either area right now, and we don't currently have a way to read anything Emerald-related in Torvis yet. We are looking for either Boost Ball to get in from the Aegon side or Dark Beam to get past Torvis Lagoon.
Well, if I had to take a gander at what Nye's trying to do here, I'm possibly going for... I'm thinking Aegon Labs. Got a couple of checks over there we can go grab.
Well, going to the save station here, probably at least going to take a safety save. If this isn't Labs, then it is probably actually a slope jump screw attack bonk to get to Torvis that way, out of logic, which will be quite interesting if that is the case.
Well, if he does that, he's got a lot more movement options open to him. He's got Light Beam, he's got Emerald. Goes straight for Torvis Grove and Underground Tunnel. But then again, we have no Dark Beam to progress past Torvis Grove, so we'd have to turn back around. Or go out of bounds, so...
Yeah, we could get the item in Grove if we are able to reach the area, but that's about it. Right now, okay, it looks like Nye's not going for that. It looks like instead they're going for Battleground, going through Warrior's Walk with super missiles in tow, which is actually a pretty good play. With Light Beam in tow, you can also make it all the way to Doomed Entry. So this... Go on.
No, I was just going to comment the same thing you said. You're beating me to it.
Yeah, this is ultimately going to yield a grand total of 4 items, question mark? Yeah, 4 items. Okay, and Bruh has found main power bombs. Will happen upon super missiles in just a second here. And yeah, so if Screw Attack is locked by those power bombs or super missiles, then it's absolutely hard required to do this, which is very uncommon. I don't think I've ever actually called a race where that's been required.
Oh, Nye, he's a little high up there.
Okay, so Nye is actually trying to go for Annihilator Beam here. This is very gutsy.
He's only got about 50 health to pull this off.
Ooh.
Oh, and he fell down. No.
Almost had it. I think just needed an extra pixel or 2 of height and he would have made it.
Yeah,
that was a very good attempt.
This is a ridiculous trick, as everything relies on the ing placement, as you need him to get that standable for the height.
Again, almost made it. That one looked like it was not enough horizontal momentum this time.
Yes, chat, Holy Cannoli is correct. Welcome to Echoes.
Yeah, Echoes, for how few item locations there are in the game, being only 118, or 119 rather, excuse me, there can be some pretty nasty tricks required to get a few of these if you're really limited on gear.
I'm not even going to go ahead and follow chat with the pun game. But I love it and I hate it.
Indeed.
Oh, Sam, you are a interesting character. And I mean that in the nicest way possible. That was unintentional. Okay.
Oh, for
Okay, I'll see myself out. Oh. What? Captain, why do I do this stuff with you, man?
Honestly,
Yes. No,
I
I
asked
no, I want
myself.
you to lie to me.
I was gonna say
Please.
I asked myself that question many times, but honestly, I really do enjoy these races, and I mean that very sincerely.
Oh, I agree. It's amazing to see the community come out and get together. Something we can all join in, have a good laugh, spend some time together for a few hours. Yeah, it's a nice way to meet some new people and possibly, even grow the community a little bit larger.
You say have a laugh together, and you know that loosely does translate to the runners seething their teeth towards me, well, given how brutal I can generate a couple of these seeds.
Yeah,
And
well,
I would wager that power bombs and GFMC definitely raised a few eyebrows today. That's for sure.
okay, well, you know what? I have one defense that you can't pull then, Captain. You generated. I'm here as a volunteer.
Oh, I know. I know. This is actually pretty run of the mill for my seeds. Like I said, the power bombs and GFMC is very strange, and not something we've seen.
The second you say stuff like that is when everything happens. Speaking of which, have a translator here on Battleground.
Ooh, Cobalt. So that does make going to Sanctuary not a particularly bad idea now. Well, yeah, we can only get the 3 items in Spider's treasure right now. And going back to my point earlier about damage strictness before we got interrupted, with damage strictness being set to medium, the logic expects you to have half more than normal energy required, which in the case of Hazing Cliff is 150. So increase that by 50%, and you get a grand total of 225. So you need 2 energy tanks in order to get to Hazing Cliff in this logic.
Well, logically speaking, yes, but physically with their capability, they've got well than more enough health to get there and back.
Yes, and right now we're seeing Nye go for the Sky Temple key in Upper Battleground. Unfortunately, this is extremely dangerous on Various Suit 200E. Yeah, this is not a particularly pleasant trick. Or not trick, rather, but this is a very unpleasant traversal. And looks like Bruh is going to make the Spider's treasure play here. I would wager he thinks he might be just a tad bit behind because he was a little later to this, by comparison, to Power Bombs by comparison to Nye. That being said, it was pretty much the only item in Logic besides bioenergy production at that point, so it couldn't really have been that long before he stumbled upon power bombs. And I say stumbled upon loosely. That door needs to open for Nye sometime within the next 3 seconds.
Open! No!
Oh, that's... now I know Nye's last save. Is that Boost Ball in... yeah, it is Boost Ball in Spider's Treasure, so... very necessary, because that opens up Annihilator Beam. No, it doesn't. And we still need Dark Beam. But Boost Ball, that's going to give Bruh a very big speed advantage now. Okay, so Nye's last save was right before Annihilator, so he's lost a few minutes, but not a particularly large amount of time. So the only thing he's lost is Annihilator Beam and that Sky Temple key.
Yeah, but the big headache is he's got to do Crossroad Trick again. He's going to have fun with those with that little link catcher.
Oh, yeah, Cobalt as well. Now, that's the knowledge advantage that that's given in that to Nye in that sense. But Bruh is noticing a Sky Temple key in Culling Chamber, but it looks like he's more interested in Hazing Cliff. Now, this is very dangerous with this equipment, so he's got to be real careful, and especially careful not to get grabbed by Cliff here.
Oh, they must have been something he didn't like.
It was a missile tank. So, yeah, he's got about 10 seconds to get to safety. Yeah. He should be fine without a bad drop. Okay.
Oh, the chat is loving these pun games today. Incredible pain with an incredible pun.
Yeah, chat, you are wonderful.
Oh, they always are.
So, We've got a really interesting scenario here. So I'm trying to think about where logic allows us to go at this point. We can't get anything.
I swear to God.
We can get Hall of Honor dead with Boost Ball. We can also now get Storage C in logic with Super Missiles. Storage C is really trash right now because it's just on the polar opposite side of Aegon. Now, that being said, Bra has the tools to get it, no problem here. But does have to do the out of bounds again to get to SAM processing. And I think he's thinking about this right now because, yeah, again, peculiar scenario we're in right now.
Well, yeah, let's go ahead and think about this logically then, Captain. Well, we know what we have. We know what we have access to. But the problem is, where is logic pointing us?
Yeah, I think... Ooh, nice power bomb drops from the Shriek Bats for Bra. That's going to be a nice triple. So, the way I see it, you just have to make a choice and hope one of them is right. Because... although that being said, Boost Ball puts Sank Entrance into logic, and with Light Beam in tow, we can actually go all the way through. We can go as far as basically up to Spider's Treasure, but we can also check Transit Station rather, and Main Research. So Sank this is gonna sound like a weird shot, but Sank Entrance actually sounds like a really good idea right now, given what we know.
Yeah, I'm either thinking Sank Entrance, or I might do what Bra's doing here, go with the Torvus play.
Yes. Boost Ball opens up Torvus as well.
Yeah. And here's what I'm concerned with Torvus, same reason again. Once you reach Torvus Grove, you're in a bit of a headlock to what you're going to do. There's no supers to get out.
Yes, there are.
Oh, we do have supers, that's right. What am I talking about?
Yeah, actually, I was mentioning Sank Entrance earlier, but Bra's Torvus play makes a lot more sense given what we know. So yeah, Dark Beam could very easily be here.
Oh yeah, we got them supers, we got the Emerald, we got our Light Beam. We got everything we need to do a clear run to Torvus. What am I thinking? No, Torvus Lagoon. We can get Lagoon, we just have to come in through the backside.
We have to go... Yeah, we can get to Lagoon through Portal Chamber, yes. The only downside is we can't pick it up until we find either Gravity Boost or Screw Attack.
Well, that's fair, but at least we know what it is.
Indeed. All right, and I see that Chica is dead, guarding an energy tank today.
What, you don't want to do a 7-minute boss fight to get an E-tank?
Yes. Oh, I wouldn't. But yeah, Bra, unfortunately, this is an unfortunate problem with Grove, is that you're liable to just get hit by a grenade on your way into the fight, so you just lose half your health, which at 200E is not great.
Yeah, speaking of Grove, found our Dark Beam. This was a brilliant play.
All right, well, that puts Annihilator into logic. Med Vista looks to be nothing. Looks like Nye's going back. Unfortunately, yeah, we now know that, given the circumstances, that you are expected to get boost and come over here for Dark. So that... Ooh, this chain is actually getting pretty ugly right now, because we're looking at a chain with Dark Beam, or not Dark Beam, Dark Visor, with Secret Missiles to GFMC main power bombs to and Super Missiles to Torvus Grove for... Firstly, main power bombs and super missiles in GFMC. Then you got to go back to Sank Spider for boost, and then go all the way back to Torvus Grove for Dark Beam. That's nasty.
So you mentioned about how the runners might hate you afterwards for your seeds. Would you garner the same opinion now, knowing what you have here?
Yes, without question.
And you would understand if I choose not to support you and just stand back and let you deal with it?
Oh, I'm used to that at this point. Don't worry.
You're welcome. Don't worry, we still love you.
Thank you.
Of course.
But yeah, no, the backtracking so far is looking pretty nasty right now. Unfortunately, yeah, with Nye not going to Sank Spider right away, is going to be a little late to boost ball, so Bra is taking advantage of that speed until such time as Nye does acquire Boost Ball. And that being said, we can check Grove and Plaza here. So, not Grove, Plaza Access and Plaza.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of Plaza, but it does have an amazing puzzle skip, though.
It does, yeah. Plaza's an interesting room, and unfortunately, I have a bit of a grudge against Plaza because it did cost me a tournament one time.
Oh, no.
Yeah, long story short, it was a brackets match. There was super missiles up there, and I mistook it for a missile tank because I got sporbed.
Oh, I am so sorry.
Yeah, it was really unfortunate, too, because it would have been a really close race. The seed itself actually really wasn't that bad.
Yeah, 2 well-timed boost ball jumps. Land on a bridge. Jump up to another bridge. And then we can just go ahead.
Oh, yeah, Brad must have seen what it was, and it was a missile tank or something.
Well, don't we need screw attack logically to get that puzzle done at least?
No.
For the puzzle skip, yeah, at least.
The puzzle, to skip the entirety of this without, to do this without Spider Ball, yes, you would need screw attack.
That's what I'm talking about, yeah. So if it was something important, he'd have to do this vanilla, and that's Sporb.
Now, we do have a multiplayer pickup here. It is either beam or double damage. Double damage is really good to have with final bosses enabled in this preset. And there is still potentially a lot of fighting left, too. Whoops, yank. Wouldn't it have been nice if you had gotten yanked back into the tunnel?
Well, I mean, that'd be nice, but you gotta be careful, though, in case that Sporb throws you into some weird collision and gets you stuck.
Indeed. All right, well, we found our energy transfer module, but it looks like Bruh's not going to validate this seed.
Well, now we have to make an executive decision. Since his run is not validated, do we consider his race to be continued as valid?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Mainly just because we joke about that.
I'm aware, but hey, come on.
All right, but we are going to get some new information here. Since Nye has Cobalt, he's able to read this hint, which tells us that the secret launcher's in mining station access. Thanks, game. We kind of needed that to get here. Literally power bombs locked behind secret missiles right now. Thanks, game. That is a dark ammo tank in Path of Roots, and the hint tells us that Grapple is in Torvis. Now, that actually is pretty vital information, given we're currently running without Screw Attack.
Well, wait a second. If we know Grapple's here, and we know Wing Reliquary is a movement system, that could be a possibility of Screw Attack hiding on Wing Reliquary.
Could be. Looks like a missile tank and portal chamber. With Dark Beam in tow, we can now go to the Torvis Temple, get all the items in that neighborhood.
And it looks like an STK and culling chamber. So that makes four that we know of.
Yeah, Nye's making a detour to go get it here. Bruh elected to skip this first pass due to a lack of energy. And Sky Temple keys you can route in later because they're not required to get to places except the end game.
Yeah, but if they're here, why not just pick them up on your first trip?
And there's our grapple beam right there in Torvis Temple, actually.
So the pirates were hiding their most prized possession in the temple, which turns out to be a grapple beam.
And, I mean, given what we know, it's possible we could need that for Screw Attack.
It's absolutely fair. But it's a 50-50 right now between Screw Attack and Grav Boost.
Unfortunately, with Bruh being out of ammo here, we're not able to see probably my most favorite thing to do with double damage Seeker missiles in Torvis Temple, which is just quad shot all 4 pirates in one shot.
Oh, that's amazing. That's beautiful to watch.
All right, now getting a nice refill here. Unfortunately, we are still, and welcome to my weeklies, as I always say, we're still running this entire seed on 1 energy tank. The only other tank we've seen to this point is Mining Plaza.
Yeah,
a translator. That is actually Amber Translator. So we know Amber is here as well somewhere. Since Cobalt and Emerald were found, since Cobalt was found in Aegon and Emerald was found in Temple Grounds. So we do know that that translator hint is pointing to Amber. Looks like Bruh's getting an ammo refill here. Is not going to check... oh, yeah, Bruh must have already checked Torva's Temple access on the first pass, which makes perfect sense, because that was your only way... Or no, did Bruh check Torva's Temple access? I don't think he did.
No, he did not. That room has not been entered yet.
Interesting. Interesting choice.
If I had to take a guess, might be doing a lower Torvus run, and he intends to come back through Torvus entrance, or he intends to go back through the Aegon entrance elevator.
We'll see.
If that's the case, he can just backtrack for it when he's on his way out of Torvus.
All right, well, it looks like Bruh's first port of call is to check Hydra Dynamo Station and at least make his way into Training Chamber, or Good Training Chamber, as we call it, between Prime 1 and 2. Because, yeah, and Prime 1 and 2 both have a Gathering Hall and a Training Chamber, and they're both the opposite in terms of difficulty and items required. Like Echo's Training Chamber, you don't need a whole lot. You only need Grab Boost, Spider, and Boost, or a very well-placed Screw Attack. Prime Training Chamber, you need, like, ball upgrades. I think you also need super missiles. You need a couple of things. I don't think you need supers for Training Chamber, actually. I keep getting that room mixed up just because it's not seen so often in Prime. But on the flip side, Gathering Hall, you just need to get up to the top of the room and use bombs in Prime, whereas in Echoes, you need to do the entire... You basically need all ball upgrades.
Yeah, Sam just posted it for Prime. It's your Power Beam, Morph Ball, Boost Ball, your bombs, and your Spider Ball.
Okay, so pretty much everything that Echo's Gathering Hall needs minus Power Bombs.
Oh, don't go for it now. You got little to no health.
All right, so the Aegon keys are in Inghive and Sanctuary Fortress, which is interesting that we've not seen them yet. So they're all in the Sank region. I definitely admire the attempt from Bruh here to go for the latching onto the spider track. I didn't think this was possible. But I don't think it is, but it looks like Bruh's next stop is Catacombs. Unfortunately, Transit Tunnel East, we cannot get this item without Gravity Boost, which this could be a problem if this is a vital item and Gravity Boost is in Reliquary, because we do know that's where it is. Unfortunately, the only way to actually see what it is would be to go back through this the other way, which is exactly what Bruh's doing. All right, now Nye only has one more shot at this because he's now run out of gold drops.
Yeah, he's running out, which is not a good thing.
All right, Bruh's taking another look at this, and it is, I think that's a Sky Temple key. I think Reliquary is required whether we like it or not.
Well, we like it. They don't. Oh, yeah.
Hey, Bruh, you thinking Reliquary is required?
Most likely.
So yeah, it's either gravity or gravity or screw attacking Reliquary, and it's required regardless.
And there's a key in dungeon.
And we know that's not a Aegon key since it can't be in the Torvus region. I have a mind just to put in the race time room just a simple welcome to my weeklies.
I can't wait until you get a sponsorship.
Can you imagine? I'm not one of those sponsorship.
That's the problem.
Like I'm honestly, being brutally honest with you, I really am not one of those sponsorship type people. It's just not my cup of tea. But
no, but you serve up heaping loads of pain, so
that I do.
And Nye is really stressing over this Annihilator beam.
Yeah, I can understand why he would want to get it now because he doesn't know Dark Beam is right around the corner. Like, it is literally, the path to it is literally in the polar opposite world of this room.
It's right. Yeah, but the problem is he doesn't know. There's no information that would point him. Oh, I need to go to Torvis Grove right now.
Yeah.
As it's with his current equipment being only the light beam, it's unless you do some out of bounds movement or with the super missiles, there's not much over in Torvis for him to really seek after without that dark beam.
Yeah, so at this point, actually, yeah, with Bruh, I don't know if Bruh read the reliquary hint either, but if he didn't, that basically does tell him light suits required. We have no intel on suits right now. So, at the very least, you're not having various suit final bosses again. Flashes back to the door rando last month.
I am so glad I wasn't here for that.
Yeah, I literally beat final bosses on 4-tank various suit just because double damage saved me.
Jeez,
No cannonball, but unlimited beam ammo at the very least.
Well, at least you had the ammo.
All right, we're seeing a safety save from Bruh, and now the fun begins. Like, where do you go from here? Because you have beams.
Yes, I finally got it.
All right.
Please go save.
But yeah, the question now becomes, where do we go from here? Because in logic, we now have all beams, and Bruh's probably turning around for Annihilator right now, actually.
If I had to put money on it, I would start making my way into Sank Fortress through the Sank entrance.
I would agree, because with this equipment, you can basically toss the entire place.
Granted, we don't have Echo Visor. That locks Sentinel's path. That locks out
True.
getting main gyro chamber. We can't do that yet.
And Sank Vault Side is technically still locked out by either Echo Visor or Caretaker Drone. Have fun with that. You know, I don't call this trash on purpose.
You know, sometimes I don't believe that.
That's an absolutely fair play.
You know, I believe you as a person. I would trust you if I met you. But when it comes to gaming, I want to stay far away from you. No offense, but
well, if it's a co-op game, definitely have me around because I love co-op stuff. Missile-related upgrade in Poison Bog. That is irrelevant. That looked like a missile tank or a beam tank in what's it's called, Lagoon. Unfortunately, Bruh does not have a missile, so can't safety save here. But he did just do so on the way out of Lower Torvis. And okay, yeah, Bruh is going for, this might be a Boost Guardian play. Definitely not a bad, yeah, with power bombs you can make Boost Guardian work, but you only have like one shot. Like if you screw up the power bomb, you're basically screwed. So with Caretaker Drone is a way into Upper Sank. Well, no, we need Echo Visor still. So actually, yeah, Caretaker's skippable regardless now.
Alright, I could be thinking completely backwards, but isn't Echo required to unlock Caretaker? No, he's not, because there's a back entrance into that room. Okay.
Well, the thing is, to get to Caretaker, to complete the Caretaker puzzle and open the door going up Cat West, you still need Echo Visor anyway to drop the glass dome that appears over the first cannon.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, you need Echo Visor regardless.
That's what I thought. I mean, don't you? Yeah, at least you're going from light world to dark. In order to get that portal open, you can't do it without the Echo Lock.
Pretty much. Now, Nye is making a detour for the life support system in a cursed lake. This could very easily be a suit.
Well, either that or get yourself another E-tank. Both would be great.
Yeah, I'm sure Nye would have no complaints to either of that at this particular time, and it is an energy tank, unfortunately.
Oh, well, that's okay.
All right, just dark ammo in Cache A. So, yeah, we're still We're still struggling for some knowledge on suits here. This is not a particularly fun time looking for suits. Especially light suit can be in a very large number of places. Although dark suit, not a whole lot of places exclude that item either.
If I really wanted to put a suit somewhere, where would you put it, Captain? The one spot you'd put a suit for sure.
I honestly, realistically speaking, I think Sanctuary is probably where at least one suit is. If both suits are in Sank, that would be great, but one suit is very likely in Sank at this point.
I would agree.
Although, knowing how Echo's randomizer typically plays out, one of those suits is probably in Plane of Dark Worship.
That's absolutely fair. 90% of the time it's hiding there. Oh, and chat's being mean. Dark suit on quad, light suit from Umos 2.
Well, light suit on Umos 2 is impossible. We already know that Umos 2 is dead, but light suit on quad is absolutely possible.
Yeah, but theoretically speaking, having suits at those two specific locations, that'd be mean.
I don't think you're expected in this difficulty to fight quad without a suit. I know for a fact at bare minimum, dark suit 1 energy tank is required.
Ooh, an Ares suit from chat. Ooh, that's interesting.
That could be required. I think you need 200 energy, at least 200 2 energy tanks again, just like with Hazing Cliff.
Yeah, but, you do need the energy to get through.
There are 2 items on the path to Sky Temple key hints as well. Missile, was that missile or beam related? One moment.
Beam related.
Okay, so that's only either a beam combo or unlimited beam ammo or a beam tank at this point. It can't be anything else. We already have all beams and super missiles. We are going to see a Hall of Honor dead play here from Nye. This has been in play for a while, and it looks like it's a burger.
I can go for a burger.
Me too, actually, but I am having steak for dinner tonight.
Oh, that's even better. What type of steak?
I'm not sure. It depends on which one the folks bought from the store.
That's absolutely fair.
Although, personally, I do love a nice big fat ribeye.
Oh, ribeye's delicious. If I had to pick one, yeah. I'll go classic. I love a great T-bone.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Although the cream of the crop is, of course, a prime rib for me.
Oh, prime rib's just divine.
That being said, I don't remember the last time I've had a proper prime rib. It's been at least a few years.
I like Sam's option here. A Metroid Prime Rib. That sounds wonderful.
Oh, so that's what happens after you cook Metroid Prime Exoskeleton.
Of course, you already have the skeletal right there. You got a nice sturdy bones to use on the grill.
The Dark Beam can be found in Torvis Grove. Nye has now just found out vital information that probably is making him curse a little bit.
I would wage more than a little.
Now, Bruh has not been on the path, the front row path to Torvis, has he? Boost. Oh, this is vital information, though. Boost Ball exactly 4 rooms away from a suit. And Boost Ball, okay, so that does confirm one suit is in Sanctuary. Exactly 4 rooms away. That would place it in, let me think this through for a minute. Can it be in Sank Entrance? I don't think so. I think Sank Entrance is 5 rooms away from Hall of Combat Master, but let me double check. Sank Entrance, so then it's the Defense Hall, the first room with the double thingies, reactor code. Yeah, it's 5 rooms. It's not Sank Map, obviously, because Sank Map needs light suit anyway. What else? It could be Transit Station. No, it can't be. Main Research is a possibility. If we were to go up from Boost Ball, it would be in Watch Station Access is a possibility, I think. Let me think, because it's Elevator, Dynamo Works. No, Main Gyro could be a suit. Ooh, that's pretty bad.
What about Main Research? That could be a possibility. Right?
Yeah, it could be. I think that's actually it. It can either only be Main Research or Main Gyro. And the latter of the two is pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm looking at a map here, and yeah, that's the only 2 that are 4 away.
So yeah, it can't be Sank Temple access. That's 5 rooms. There's the there's the bad news from from bruh confirming that reliquary. Like, sorry, bruh, ink reliquary is required whether you like it or not.
Well, on the path of liking things more, over on my side, we're about to get our key hints.
All right, we know of. Yeah, the one Knight doesn't have is, I think, Culling Chamber. We'll double check that later. We have Central. Oh, the Central Mining. That's the one he's missing. But he will have enough energy to read all remaining hints here. Mine Shaft, that's free. Transit Station, that's free. Dark Aegon Temple. Oh. You love to see it. Luckily, we know all, we know all the Aegon keys are in Sank. Oh, Quad could have one of those keys.
Oh, that'd be horrible routing.
Fortress Transport Access. Well, we already need a light suit anyway, so Transit Tunnel East. That is all the confirmation we need.
Oh, man. I've got...
Folks and friends of SpeedGaming, we present to you Trash.
Sponsored by Waste Management.
Welcome to my weeklies.
Oh, wait. Chat's pointing out something really interesting here. Dark Oasis isn't a Sky Temple key, Captain.
It is not a Sky Temple key, but it can only be a Hive or Torvis key, which means it is not relevant.
Ah, dang it. I was hopeful.
So, the one sigh of relief we're going to get all day, probably. So to clarify, Nye's STK account on the tracker should be 3. The only one he is missing is Central Mining Station of the ones we knew about before hints.
And just for reference sake, STKs are posted in the chat for anyone who wants them. While we have this little bit of downtime, I do want to thank our amazing tracker, Op82, for once again joining us here almost every week, if not every week at this point.
Indeed.
Oh, I can't seem to recall any week that he's not been here.
Very true. Yes, and again, we do appreciate all of our wonderful volunteers who do make all these races possible. And we are coming up on our next major tournament. It hasn't been officially announced yet, but the next one coming up will be the Metroid Prime 1 and 2 2023 Cross Game Cup. So we are going to be having a lot more cross game for you folks soon. That pirate almost threw Bruh's entire cannon trajectory off because, yeah, Cannonball is not effective on flying pirates.
Oh, you could just shoot them with that big old turret you got there.
You could, just don't accidentally shoot the floor in front of you too many times because that will kill you in 2 shots, as I discovered the hard way.
Why were you shooting the floor?
Because I was aiming for the pirates and missed a lot. Now, unfortunately, Bruh, I don't think has Cobalt Translator, so isn't going to be able to read this hint, but is interested in the item here in Sank Entrance. I believe this is unlimited beam ammo.
I would second that, along with Sam.
Oop, unfortunately, this is what happens when you leave the flying pirates alive. They almost always snipe you off that spider track.
You know, I'm realizing these flying pirates are not too smart. You know, you're wearing a jetpack. It has mechanical failure. Most jetpacks have a safety feature where you can eject. Just take the damn backpack off.
Well, actually, what you probably need is some violent force to eject the jetpack from you, as is required in Prime 3.
Oh, that's a good point, yeah.
Yeah, for those not in the know, there's in Prime 3, once you light a flying pirate on fire, you can actually yank off the jetpack with grapple lasso. Actually, no, they're specifically called arrow troopers in Prime 3.
Alright, but there are no arrows, though.
I know, right?
Extremely misleading. Someone contact Legend of Link. I know what I said, and I'm standing by it.
Yeah, you're seeing that. Oh, Nye got the snipe on there, and very nicely done.
God, can you imagine just flying around, minding your business, when all of a sudden you got this big old green hurling ball of plasma coming at your face?
All right, Sank entrance hint reads, power bombs are up to 3 rooms away from Fortress Transport Access. Gee, I wonder where that could have been. This area was literally power bomb locked. Thanks, game.
Yep, and I see why the pirates don't do that. It's due to lore. Oh, they prefer death before dishonor. That makes complete sense. Go with the warrior's death.
That's very true.
Yeah.
Although they will wisely decide to move on when their morph ball experiments fail miserably.
I can only imagine.
What is that up there? Is that an energy tank? Yes, it is. I do believe 1 super missile would kill a Resbit in double damage, so runners could do that if necessary as well, but it does cost a bit more ammo in that regard. But Bruh is absolutely going to grab this energy tank and then probably make his way to main research for what we now know as a suit, most likely. Although it would be hilarious if there's a suit in both rooms.
Oh, you're mean. All right. I know it's been confirmed already, but oh, that's harsh.
Look, I'm trying.
I can see that. That's very evident. I don't think anyone in chat cannot see that.
All right, so Bruh's going to do a, unfortunately without screw attack, we can't just slope jump screw attack straight up to the last spider track. So instead we're going to do a BSJ, a multi-BSJ, I might add. A very tight triple BSJ could get you up there. But yeah, that's a hard BSJ, and there is indeed that first suit in main research. And unfortunately, once again, we don't have screw attack.
And to answer your Sam, yes, Nye did get the Dark Beam hint. He just, he hasn't routed in Torvus Grove yet.
Oop, I think that boost was a little too early from Bruh. Although, luckily with 3 energy tanks, this isn't the worst in the universe, but at the same time, those quads can still snipe you off the spider track with the laser. That was unnecessarily tighter than it needed to be. Those pistons have a deceptively wide hitbox.
Yeah, but the good thing is we can just stand on those pistons in very specific cycles of them.
Very true. Oh, no.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
What happened there? What happened there? It looked like Bro was safe.
It looked like he fell. He clipped the piston, which caused him to fall down, clipping the circular pendulum, which in turn momentum forced him to go down towards the quad, in which the quad decided to pull some scientific laser and
once
hurt
again,
him again.
Yeah, at this point, Bruss decided he's had enough. He's taken them down. By the way, Dark Aether's atmosphere is dangerous. Energized safe zones do not last forever.
Please explain this concept of Dark Aether.
Some safe zones require being shot to function.
Oh. Why?
I don't remember the scan entry.
Well, that's okay. I lost track of what we're talking about 3 seconds ago.
That's okay. Right now, we're just seeing both runners go for the dark suit because Nye has also made his way into this neighborhood. Now, that being said, Bruh needs to go back for the transit station key. Bruh did not have to. Bruh did not get the BSJ, but Nye did. So Bruh could just now go do this properly with dark suit. That being said, I'm actually trying to think: is dark beam required? Yes, it is because of the It's required for the transit tunnel east key of all things. Because, yeah, I don't think there's a way... Yeah, I don't think there's a way into... Yeah, there's no way to get into that section of Torvus without Dark Beam. You would either need Dark Beam to go through Training Chamber, Dark Beam to go through... well, you could go around with Annihilator Beam. You could do that. You could go around Transit Tunnel South.
So with that being said, now that we know we can possibly skip Dark Beam...
Did Bruh go for the, Did Bruh get the transit station key, by the way?
No, I believe he missed that one. I don't think he went and did the bomb jump for it.
That could be a problem, because that's going to take a minute to go back for.
Well, yes and no, and here's why I say no.
Oh, right. Wait, no, bro knows about it.
Even if he knows about it, he could do this for lower Torvis access if he wants to go that route.
That's right.
Yeah.
That is a good way for bro to get back to lower Torvis. That's true. But yes, to clarify with chat, the new patcher randomizes a few things is Sanctuary specific related. It randomizes the lock puzzle for mini gyro. It also randomizes the color switch puzzle for main gyro chamber, as well as all of the echo locks. The echo lock puzzles are also randomized. Okay, so bro's going back for the culling chamber key that he had to skip out on before. And hopefully this reminds him to go back for transit station later.
Yeah.
Now, Nye has gone back for Hazen Cliff after not having the ability to check it earlier due to the same low energy problem.
What are you talking about, low energy? He's got one E-tank. He'll be okay.
With Dark Suit now, yeah, sure.
All right, well, take a guess, Captain. Since bro's going all the way up to Hive Gyro, what cursed item do you think we'll find up there today?
Well, without Echo Visor, we're gonna have to do some out of bounds to get there in the first place. But ooh, that's a good question. There could be stuff. It could be an Aegon key. Actually, we now know we need them.
Yep, as everyone's favorite Wormy has, unfortunately, our endgame key.
All right, so Naya's returned to Aegon. This looks to be a storage C and rest of labs play because Naya did not do the labs play previously. Unfortunately, Bruh is not. Oh, never mind.
Well, he's got supers now for Nye, so that would make logical sense.
Yeah. So to recap here, we are currently still looking for Light Suit. The other of Gravity Boost and Screw Attack that is not currently in Ing Reliquary. And all 3 Aegon keys, which we haven't seen yet, despite being in Sank for a hot minute now. All right, Hive Dynamo Works is missile related. That's dead. There is nothing of importance in the Dynamo Works tunnel. Spider Guardian has a very good chance of being required right now. We have Cobalt. We've got, well, Bro does not have Cobalt yet, but we have Cobalt. We know of Cobalt, Grapple Beam, both ball upgrades necessary. Yeah, it's not looking good for staying away from Spider Guardian today.
Yeah, that and with there being a huge possibility.
All right, now we know that key in Bioenergy is not an Aegon key. At least I'm pretty sure I remember seeing the thing saying Inghive sank. You also got a chance from Bra there to see the modified color puzzle here for main gyro. But yeah, it's cool that we can randomize this now.
Yep, and we have chat predicting Cannonball on Airy.
Cannonball would be nice, given what we know, given the potential of what we could need it for. On that note, there's Cannonball. Or is that Cannonball or Gravity?
Why is it the second I say something? Well, that is a thing. A very glorious thing.
All right, well, there's one of our Aegon keys, I hope. Yes, in Sank Temple access. Do our runners blind check quad for if they end up clearing the majority of Sank and Inghive and they don't see the last key? Do they just blind check quad, do you think?
At this point, I would say yes. You're running out of checks. You have little to no information on where precisely it is. So I'd bite the bullet. A quad isn't a terribly long fight. It's just that first phase that takes a hot minute.
That's fair. And with double damage as well, you'll only need one super missile or charged light shot for each leg.
Yeah, but Sam's pointing out a problem that we have. How are you going to cross it after the fight's finished?
Good question.
I'm going to throw that to you.
I mean, it's possible to get back out without screw attack, I think, but I don't recall the particular method of doing so being easy.
Would it be a possibility they go out of bounds? No, I don't know any secret work they could do there.
Yeah, I have never seen a screwless quad exit, so I would not know, but it looks like we're going to see Bra go for Spider Guardian here after getting a quick refill. Because really, that is... no, never mind. That is not his play. I'm very surprised at this, honestly, given that it is an item that is relatively quick with this gear. You have 5 power bombs. It's not like you're going to have any trouble on any phase whatsoever. Unfortunately, this spider track is stupid. It has a very bad habit of not latching you. There we go. Now, there is a way to get the Sang Temple access key. Unfortunately, that also requires a BSJ and screw attack without Echo Visor. So, again, we're going to have to wait on this for a while. I think that also makes Echo Visor required. So, chalk Echo Visor on. We literally need everything. Like, it's like the only thing we haven't required yet at this point is Amber Translator, which we know is chilling in Torvis somewhere. What areas in Torvis haven't we seen yet, now that I think about it? It has to be... Yep, there's Cannonball. Alright, so Bra has successfully boost jumped over to, Oopsie. Bra successfully boost jumped over to Sank Vault's side. Very well done. And it looks like Nye is finally going to go to Torvis Grove for that Dark Beam. All right, we're seeing a watch station play here. Realistically speaking, there's a good chance if there is more than one Aegon key, one of them is at the very least an ATS. Because there aren't actually that many checks in Inghive that are relatively easy at the very least. There's just Hive Entrance, Spider's Treasure, the Hive Dynamo and Hive Gyro area, and then the ATS checks, and Quad, obviously. Alright, and yeah, this is Nye going for Dark Beam, so yeah, he's going to get the very painful realization that this has been in play for probably the last hour.
Well, I'm pretty sure Nye knew about this. He did get the hint for it.
The hint was in Temple Grounds, yeah, but Nye, I think, at this point has realized that this has been in play ever since Boost Ball, and ever since main Power Bombs to Boost Ball. I'm curious as to... Okay, bro's going for Cat West real quick.
In my experience, Cat West has always had something important.
That is true.
I'm going to suspect Echo Visor. Throw an Echo here.
That'd be a really... Well, Echo here, given what we know...
Ah, damn it.
Yeah, I thought about that for a second, and... Ooh, careful, bruh. Okay. I thought about that for a split second, and I don't think Echo could have been in there, given the circumstances, because we don't have screw attacks, so we don't have a way into Sank Vault side yet, so the only other way in would be through Echo Visor.
That's fair.
Okay, Bruh is now going back for the, Is Bruh going back for the transit station key?
No. Maybe. Probably not.
Looks like a safety save at the very least, but I'm curious as to why Bruh's skipping that again.
I will stand by my theory that he's saving it for when he decides to leave Sank for good for Torvis.
That could actually be. That being said, Bruh's save warping here, so...
Oh, I guess not.
Curious as to why he's walked by that twice now. You know what this is? This is for Sky Temple key hints, because Bruh does not know them yet.
Wow, man, he's got dark suit. He's well protected. We've got the supers and we got them seekers.
He's got time to figure this out right now because Nye is currently doing the Torvis sweep that Bruh has done at this point. At this point, there are no good checks left. Like, we've seen all the good spots. Like, we could be looking at potentially a vanilla gravity. Actually, we're either looking at a vanilla gravity or progression in Under Temple or / Under Temple access at this point, now that I think about it, because we still need, again, a lot of items. We need all 3 Aegon keys, one of which we have seen at this point.
But we haven't gotten yet.
And that is currently locked by Echo Visor. So we need Light Suit, Echo Visor, and the other of Gravity and Screw Attack again. Bruh is going to do Cannonball Reliquary. This is a very smart play, actually. With this equipment, you get this out of the way now and just hope that this is Screw Attack or actually, no, you hope this is Gravity. I mean, you need Screw anyway, but Gravity is only needed, actually. Which of this would be better at this point? Because Screw Attack would open up the whole game, but...
But Gravity Boost gets you the lower Torvis cleanup, which you know that you have to do.
Oh, yeah, like, either or would be pretty good right now. Oh, Bruh's turned around for some reason. Not quite sure what the deal is there. Oh, pulling out the light beam before going to the door. I think you would have been safe at the door anyway.
Yeah, but smart man. Always think ahead.
But yeah, this is again, Bruh being very conservative of his health here because, yeah, you don't want to be anywhere out of Morph Ball mode any longer than you have to in this condition. Because, yeah, a feature of Cannonball, for those not in the know, is that when you have Cannonball, you are invulnerable to all damage. Other properties of Cannonball is that it is taken away from you when you are properly fired out of a kinetic orb cannon. But vulnerable enemies will take 500,000 damage per frame to it. Now, Bruh could powerbomb the Warrior Ing here just to get that out of the way. But yeah, he's very much thinking about how to proceed here. I think what Bruh wants to do is bomb jump onto this, but he's going to have to do this instead. That bridge is unfortunately out, so he's got to do one more jump. One more jump should do it, but again, you should be barricaded at the door.
Okay, but now how's he going to get the, no health.
I couldn't even see what it was. Oh, he didn't knock down the cache.
No, he didn't break it.
I think he is going to try again, though. But yeah, there are some spots you have to... Oh, that kills Bruh's Cannonball. So,
it was a valiant effort, though. You know, I give him much props.
he only got one. He only had one shot at that, and he just realized it too. So, back to Sank we go. Yeah,
well, guess what? Good news. We're already here. Great news.
Yeah, so now the question becomes, where are these last 2 Aegon keys? Because we are running out of spots where they could be hiding.
Did we get our Aegon key hint yet, or?
Yes, we did. They're only in Inghiver Sank. They're somewhere here. They can't be anywhere else.
If I had to put a key somewhere, aerial training site would be a good place for one.
Yeah, I'm thinking
one involved.
I'm thinking the same thing, honestly. Aerial training site, which I'm surprised that Nye did not go to, or was it Nye or no? Bruh did not go to upon his first pass after finishing up, after checking Watch Station. Once again, Bruh is not interested in picking up the Transit Station Sky Temple key. Now, granted, he's got to remember it's there when he goes to check hints soon, but it looks like his play is back to Aegon, which we do have access to Mining Station B now. That is 2 additional items available there. The one thing that's bothering me is that we still haven't found Amber Translator, and the only place that could be now... The only places that could be is either Transit Tunnel South or it's escaping me this very moment. Transit Tunnel South or
You're thinking about Lower Torvis checks?
or Alpha Block, or it could be in Torvis Temple Access, because Bruh skipped right past that. And I don't think Nye's been to Torvis Temple yet. In fact, Nye definitely hasn't been to Torvis Temple yet, because, no grapple beam. Have we seen Storage 8? Answer question chat. No, we have not. That is in play. That was put in play with Dark Beam.
Well, I think we're... No, wait. Storage... Oh, I'm thinking Cache.
You're thinking Cache, yeah.
Yeah.
That's in Upper Dark Torvis.
That's where Nye's going to, like, right now, which is the E-Tank.
This is Cache B.
Oh, for the love of...
Yeah. The blueprint for that one is that the Secret Door is Cache A, the Super Door is Cache B.
I see. Okay.
And the other thing is... Cache B is also the Dark Torvis elevator, and I like to call the trick that gets you down there out of bounds through the dark version of the elevator. I call that trick Cache B Chasm.
That's a really good name.
Mainly because it just rolls off the tongue so well.
No, that is a good name, yeah.
Also, Bruh also showing us that we have not yet seen In Cache 1. In Cache 2 is also reachable with a very well-placed scan dash, but I wouldn't recommend it. That, Light Suit can be in a lot of bad spots right now. It could be in Cache 2. It could be on Quad if we find Screw Attack. Yeah, there's a lot of places it can be right now, and unfortunately, at this point, we have exhausted all of our good checks.
Well, chat, you know what I'm going to say? We say it every race. It's time to play Guess That Location.
Guess those locations, because again, we're looking for Light Suit, Echo Visor, and whatever missing movement system we still haven't found yet, which is alarming me that we haven't found it yet.
That being said, it's time to play everyone's favorite secondary game show inside of a game show. Go ahead, tell us where you think those items are, and whoever gets the most correct or the closest, well, Captain's going to give you a very wonderful prize. No purchase necessary, all are free to enter. Otherwise, we'd be considered a lottery. Alright, now you're just being crazy. I love chat. I try to give them a game show, they put Prime 3 into the mix. Well, meanwhile, as we continue along, we've got Brad picking up another Sky Temple key. Wonderful key. We can never say no to a key. And looks like Nye's making his first entrance over to Torvis Temple. And we're going to go and pick up that grapple beam that's been staring us down. Well, that's got to be a painful way to go out. Get your dropship exploded by a beam of light. And will the super missile hit? Oh, it did. Beautiful, beautiful targeting. And with Annihilator and unlimited ammo, we can just full clear this room with no issues. And now we've got our Cobalt over Umbra. Let's see where we're going to head over to. Gonna go and get out of Dark Aegon now that we've done our loop around labs. And Nye's gonna go and head into Torvis Temple and get the wonderful information. And as I sit here talking alone, with Captain being missing for just a few minutes.
Sorry about that. I'm trying to contemplate something real quick here.
Oh no, you're fine. I don't know what I would ever do without you. And I mean that sincerely. I cannot believe that both of us forgot about Vapening Cache 4 for the longest damn time.
Oh, we did.
And that had our light suit on it.
We've had access to that For 60 minutes.
For a long time. We all completely forgot that in Cache 4 was an option.
That is why I hate mid-game Dark Beam.
That's why I hate your seeds as well.
But yeah, that's...
But I agree.
That's rough. That's really rough. Okay, so... Oh no, now one of the Aegon keys absolutely could be in Sank map.
I'll stop saying that.
I will not stop saying that.
You said it once. That's more than enough.
If the logic says it can happen, it can happen.
Okay. I completely agree with your statement, though. Late Dark Beam and in Cache 4 is exactly why that and Dark Labs. Number one, Dark Labs try to do that without Dark Beam. Congratulations. You gotta go through Feeding Pit. And that's the only thing you can check. But you can't get back out. And you need supers. But in Cache 4, it's a pain in the butt to try to go back for. No one ever remembers it on the first run. I mean, the first time you're there, boom, it's right there. You know about it. You got the Dark Beam. It makes perfect sense. Late game, you got so much open. Do I really want to go all the way to Dark Aegon for such a far out of the way check? I'm going to stop ranting and let you take back over the mic. How's that sound?
Nah, you... Again, I'm typing something.
Okay, great. How do I continue this rant then?
But yeah, it looks like Bruh is going back for Reliquary, which means we'll finally get to see what the movement system that's been plaguing us for the last almost hour and a half actually is.
I'm going to laugh if it's gravity boost.
Gravity would actually probably be the better of the two, to be honest, because let's be real here. That's probably locking Screw Attack.
I can see your logic. I get the grav boost here. I get the Screw Attack over in Lower Torvus.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And there's the Dark Aegon key hint, and that's where Nye realizes, oh, this has gone downhill so fast.
Oh, and he almost had the E-dash for E-dash combat dash for the oh, it is Screw Attack already. He doesn't look happy about that, Captain.
Oh dear. It is Screw Attack? Okay. Oh, we found our Amber Translator. It is in... Oh, it's in Training Chamber. That's locked by Grab or Screw. Oh, why is this even a thing?
Captain, I want to direct your attention to the race time.
I am aware of the developments occurring there.
Okay. For those in chat, let's see. Good seed. A classic Captain seed for sure. Why, Captain? That was so stupid, quote unquote. Oh, well. You are very loved, it seems. And while we have our runners going back through their worlds, I'd like to thank today's sponsor, Backtracking Incorporated. For when you miss one check, you seem to miss the rest of them, and that's not a good thing. I've got to start brainstorming sponsorships for this then. I am writing this down. Yep, partner with Bait Shop. That's always good. That's always a good thing to have. Backtracking and bait. Already logical progression. Well, we got our light suit now, but we still don't have a missing Aegon key.
Oh, you do? Do you realize that what this means?
That your main should stop generating seeds for a while?
No, it means that Quad could absolutely now have one of those Aegon keys.
I stand by my decision. And I apologize for coughing so much. Got a bit of a, little bit of a harsh day. Alp and Nye is picking up the suit already. Well, for those who might have missed it, well, it turns out our missing light suit of all the places was in a very early check over in Ink Cache 4. Locked only behind Darkbeam.
To remind the audience how we got to this point.
Please do.
I'd be more than happy to. Your logical progression in this scenario is early Darkbeam, not Darkbeam, no, very late Darkbeam.
Oh, yeah.
Early Dark Visor Seeker Missiles. Dark Visor from Trial Tunnel and Seeker Missiles in Mining Station access. This gets you access to GFMC via Transport A access to get via the Sacred Bridge elevator to get to main power bombs and super missiles in GFMC. Main power bombs get you to Sanctuary for Boost Ball, which combined with an early Emerald Translator in comm area lets you go to Torvis Grove through the Aegon elevator to get to Darkbeam. And that Darkbeam gets you Light Suit, which is needed for Screw Attack in Ing Reliquary.
So, Chad, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much did we screw up this seed today? Let us know your thoughts.
I didn't screw up anything.
I don't believe you, and I'm not going to believe that statement ever again from you.
I like legit. I didn't even try. Like this. You know what's even funnier is that in Randomizer, I think 6.3, if not 6.3, then 6.4, gen speed has been drastically boosted, and this seed did gen in like 5 seconds. All right, so Bra realizing that unfortunately gravity is required. Nigh in the race time after Light Suit, I think. Of course. Ah, the rage shots. All right, so if Brud didn't remember Transit Station, he knows now.
I'm just taking notes to ask these runners when the post-game inventory happens.
And Brud now sees the Aegon Temple hint. As the GIF would say, perfection. No, it is like legit a non-zero chance that Quad has one of those Aegon keys now. And it's bad enough. We're currently in a casino for gravity. We have no clue where that is right now.
I'm going to stand by what you said earlier about vanilla gravity, as right now that is an entirely complete possibility.
One of our Aegon keys is also locked by Echo, so we still need Echo Visor, which we've got no clue where that is either. We need to... Nine needs to read some Cobalt hints. Nine needs to read some hints in general, because we have that Amber Translator now. We could use that.
Okay, problem. We have to go all the way back to Aegon for it.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, but remember what happened last time when we went back to Aegon?
We found stuff, so we're going to find stuff when we go back again, right? Right?
I really should. Well, I don't want to add to that because it would make me look wrong. And I don't like being wrong.
And if Echo shows up, then we could have a required airy... Like, look, there's no good way to finish this seed. Like, this seed is going to take like another half an hour, whether you like it or not.
And with that being said, use this time as a reminder to stay hydrated.
Indeed.
You know, get up, stretch your legs a bit, get the blood flowing, and remember to direct all your rage at the seed, not us. Chat, you're really pushing for that Airy.
Oh, you know who really loves Airy? Kirby Master. He loves Airy.
Would you like to explain?
Oh no, it's that every time you'll get a lot of JRP Magoos if Airy is required.
Oh, I remember Mr. Magoo. That was a classic.
You know what this means, though? Unfortunately, it means the suit wasn't in Plane of Dark Worship, which, on that note, Nye has not... Nye must have seen it when he went back for that energy tank in a Cursed Lake, so never mind. He must have seen Plane of Dark Worship already. All right, Bra is back in Aegon. Unfortunately, he does not have Amber Translator.
And not going to get it, as that's all the way back on Training Chamber. So it's a little bit out of the way.
Yeah, that's miles away at this point. And now Bra has not gone back for Annihilator Beam yet. I'm just now realizing.
Yeah, he hasn't done anything with Crossroads yet. Or he might be about to, or he's going for... Yeah.
He just remembered Annihilator's here. Okay, we're going to read the Amber hints now from Nye, which is really good. We really do need some important information here. We need a quad hint, big time.
Hint number 1, a suit location.
Thanks, game. That is a hint that is locked effectively by Dark Beam, because you need Dark Beam to get to Torvus Temple and all that jazz. Thanks, game. You're not helping.
Well, I mean, if you did all that and came back to Aegon with your Amber on the first run, you might have been able to find your suit earlier.
Wait, Nye, there's a hint behind. Well, Nye's going to probably go for Mining Station B first.
Yeah, I see his logic. Mining Station B, do that 3 pickup. Go to Aegon Temple, get the hint, then come back.
What is Bra doing here? He's going out of bounds again.
Ow.
Is this to skip a Morbus? This is to skip a Morbus.
He's going past behind the gate.
Yeah, I don't think this is anything. This could be for anything else. Because, yeah, there is literally nothing else in Dark Aegon besides Ink Cache 2. Or Feeding Pit, which you wouldn't do out of bounds in this instance. So, yeah, this is Bra going for a Morbus out of bounds.
I fully support this. It is amazing.
Given the circumstances, I very much understand this play.
Otherwise, you'd probably full clear the entire game before you find that dang key.
And here's the problem with this, though. We know that the Aegon keys have to be in Inghive and Sank, but we're still missing out on gravity. That's the big question mark right now. We have no idea where that's hiding. All right, hint from here reads that Quadraxis is dead. Color me shocked.
Which color would you prefer?
Honestly, royal blue is my favorite. Like a darker blue. It's my favorite color.
I could, same here. I was gonna go with like a midnight blue or an ocean blue.
Yeah, midnight blue is definitely more my color. But yeah, it looks like Bra's almost completed the key skip. Just has to go through Dark Aegon Temple itself, and then he is golden. And then, of course, getting out is going to be probably just about as hard as getting in. Now, luckily, he has Light Suit. So luckily, all the time in the world is available. All of the Hive keys are in Aegon Wastes. Thanks, game. Really not helping. We really, really need a gravity boost hint at this point. That being said, what always hints are left at this point?
We still have Aegon keys. Energy.
The Torvus key, I'm talking specifically like the always hints, like the boss and...
right.
Oh, Nye's doing the same thing. Oh, wow, gets it much more consistently.
All right, so continue. We know the Torvus key hint is still out there.
So yeah, that's the only always hint I think we have left at this point. We've seen both jokes.
We have all the bosses and Tumos.
Yes, so yeah, that's the only always hint. Number of hints we still have to read. I want to say it's a lot, actually. Because Nye still hasn't read several Amber hints. And I think a lot of Cobalt hints have gone unread as well. I think the upper Sank Cobalt hints have gone unread. So I think we have at least 5 hints remaining. If not 5 or 4.
No, I think Bruh's going to miss out on Worm Skip here.
Yeah, you have to fire that second light beam shot way later. You have to basically be... The way I like to do it is once you expose the first worm, as you're targeting the second one, once you let the light charge shot go, you scan dash towards the first one and then morph so you can preserve a little momentum.
If I were Nye, after doing Amorphous and getting back, mining station B seems like the play. Get all 3 of the item checks and get the Amber hint. Then come back for Aegon Temple, grab that hint, and then based on that information, either make a beeline for 2, I'd say Lower Torvis, or I might try to do some cleanup over at Inghive.
I would say it really is dependent on where gravity is, because it's possible gravity could... Oh my... I thought for a minute Nye had already defeated Amorphous for some reason and was on his way out for some reason, because I'm getting jumbled now. But yeah, luckily... Yeah, that would have been real fast. But yeah, here's what we're going to see here. So Bruh is going to get a BSJ off of the door just like this, and is then going to try and climb his way to the top of the temple and fall out of bounds that way. Now, luckily, again, he's got Light Suit all the time in the world. Nope. That jump in particular, that last one there, is probably the worst one. Because that one is particularly nasty. Chat, this is what our runners have to do in order to skip out on... Like, where left in Sank could the Aegon keys be? We know one of them is Echo Lock, so we're skipping Echo Visor here. What checks in Sank haven't we seen? Hive Gyro, which also needs Echo.
Dynamo works.
The Spider Guardian fight itself. Quad is dead, we now know. ATS. And Vault.
How much you want to bet the other one's on Vault?
Honestly, Vault usually is very common to actually have keys, so that would not surprise me one bit.
And Airy. You know, chat keeps bringing up Airy at this point. I'm destined to believe them.
And we do want to clarify about chat. The Aegon keys are stated to be both in Sank and Inghive. So those are the only 2 places they can be in. So we've seen a Sank key. It could mean both are in Inghive. Ooh, bro, almost had enough horizontal movement there.
What Nye's just gonna miss out on Worm Skip. Or maybe... Nope, he does get it.
Well done. Yeah, Nye's catching up again. Nye's... Bruh has been doing pretty good on out of bounds trickery, but Nye has been catching up a bit here.
Oh, those are beautiful worm spawn locations right next to each other.
Yeah, it looks like right now the main thing that's being a headache for Bruh is this last jump. And you can't screw attack here, obviously, because that would be a screw attack out of bounds, and you're basically screwed if that happens. Quite literally.
I am so glad Nye did not do a second worm skip. I'm so glad he remembered that.
I've actually seen somebody forfeit a race because of that.
Yeah, I would be one of those people as well.
Yeah, because for clarification, folks, how Worm Skip works is you essentially, by bombing the second worm in Phase 2 before the first one burrows back into the ground, you essentially skip the cutscene starting Phase 3, and you basically repeat Phase 2. But if you do that again and effectively do it in Phase 3, what happens, you're replaying Phase 2 and Phase 3. And once you kill the second worm in phase 3, the battle ends. However, if you do worm skip again, bro got the jump but fell down again.
Oh, man.
But as I was saying, if you perform worm skip again in phase, quote unquote, phase 3, because the cutscene is effectively skipped, that skips the Amorbus death cutscene. So your game is soft locked.
There's no other cutscenes in that rotisserie for it to pull onto and play. So it's just you're sitting here in a layer that you can't do anything with.
So yeah, no, this I can only begin to imagine, because again, we still need Echo and Gravity, and we still have no idea where those are. Like, we're skipping. The only thing we're skipping here is Echo Visor.
Hey, look, at this point, I go for Lower Torvus. I try to get Hydro Dynamo. See if Under Temple and Under Temple Axis have it. Get those 3 out of the way.
Now, okay, so yeah, Nye's going back. Oh, so yeah, this is a slope jump too. I just realized. So that's what makes this really hard.
Well, Captain, as we sit here watching 2 runners attempt this ridiculously tricky out of bounds, how's everything else going?
Not too bad, really. Been a bit of a busy week with work, but it just finally wrapped up. Next week's actually looking kind of busy as well. I got to make a couple of phone calls is mainly what I got to do.
I hear ya. Yeah, what are we looking for in the Metroid Prime, in the Metroid scene? We have anything upcoming that the public should know about?
We do. We are currently, I believe we're very soon to be in the planning stages for the Metroid Prime 1 and 2 Randomizer Cross Game Cup 2023. And I think after that will be the Echoes tournament. Now, I'm looking forward to the Echoes tournament. I'm hoping it has a very similar format to how we handled Prime this year, where each week was effectively a different setting. Because we've got enough settings now in Echoes Rando where I think we can definitely have some fun with that.
I completely agree. There's a lot of opportunity, especially with these new patchers. It's just hard to explain. There's so much possibility.
Yeah, Door Rando's gonna show up.
Oh, big time. Door Rando's gonna be the hype of everyone's day.
Yeah, because Door Rando is a really interesting setting. Okay, so Bra has slope jumped out. Now he needs to get outside.
Don't fall back in.
Okay, Bra is out.
Alrighty, love it. And to answer chat, is Grapple Guardian in Logic?
Yes, Grapple Guardian has been in Logic ever since, realistically speaking, ever since Dark Beam, I want to say. Let me think that through for a minute.
No, you do need Dark Beam.
Yeah, I think ever since Dark Beam, you were able to get to Grapple Guardian.
Yeah, because that's, I can't even think of the room name now. It's not, dungeon would be a good way to get into it. And then, the one on the opposite side of dungeon. What the heck is that name?
Dungeons, the opposite one on dungeon is Torture Chamber, I think. Or am I thinking... Yeah, it's, that room is Torture Chamber. I think.
Now, that's going to eat me alive. I got to pull up a map.
Yeah, generally any room that doesn't have an item in it, I tend to not remember, unless one-way elevator shows up.
Oh, Crypt, that's what I was thinking of.
That's the one I'm thinking of. There is a room called Torture Chamber in Lower Torvus somewhere. I just don't remember where it is.
Unfortunately, I don't have the faintest idea.
All right, so Nye is now up. Now he just needs to get out of bounds, and he succeeds. So not too far behind Bra now. Very thankfully. Yep, has Aegon Temple Access load around him, and they are out. Again, well done to both runners. So Nye not losing a whole lot of time despite the delay there. Both runners having pretty much the exact same problem.
All right, Captain, if you were one of them, where would be the higher possibility? Try to make it towards Lower Torvus and clear out the items down there, or would you try to make your beeline for Sank and Ink full clear it?
That's a great question, because now the problem is you only need gravity to finish, and it's possible it could be Screw Lock, but it could also just be Vanilla and Lower Torvis. So if you ask me where my first guess would be, it would probably be Sanctuary because of Logical Screw Attack. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking gravity is in Vault.
I'm going to agree sort of with the logic chain that you're going. My fear is if you don't have gravity after clearing Lower Torvis, then you get a problem with TTE as you got to come back for that Sky Temple key.
Yeah, so that's the other reason I'm thinking Sanctuary is probably a better option. I think Bruh's just going to go to Sank via... Bruh is just going to go to Sank via the that path.
That path, I like it. So how are you going to get there? I'll take that path to this road. That's essentially how directions are given down here in Florida. That's a story for another day. Although chat's pointing out through Baja, you could do TT out of bounds to bypass it.
It is possible.
Well, both Bra and Nye are highly skilled with out of bounds movement. I wouldn't put it past the two to try it. And it looks like Bra might actually be doing that. He's going to use the door to clip out.
Oh, Bruh might be doing the same thing, actually.
Well, I just stated that he just used that door to clip out.
I'm sorry, I totally blanked and I was looking away.
Oh, you're okay. Now, he used the save station door to force himself under the wall.
Yeah, because if they both do this, they are in go mode. Bruh just has to go get the remaining keys, because Nye has been on a key collecting spree. I think it must have always been Nye's plan after discovering the truth. Oh man, I can't wait for this item list now. I can't wait to see where Echo and Gravity actually are.
And remember, chat, we still have that game going on, a game show inside a game show. Whoever gets closest, we're going to force Captain to give you a prize.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
To answer your question, Baja, Reliquary with Screw Attack. Gravity is unknown. We do not have any clue where Gravity is right now. So yeah, that Screw Attack is locked behind behind Light Suit.
Which was very late. You could have gotten that a while ago. I still stand by it what I said earlier. If you skip Incash 4 early, it's gonna suck coming back for it later.
Okay, so I think Nye is going to get out of bounds here via the way he's going to go about this is by screw attacking into the tunnel here from the catacomb side.
Oh, so we get to see two different methods for the same location. I love it.
Yeah, this is the one I'm more familiar with. But yeah, it's a pretty precise screw bonk. I've done this for Transit Tunnel South before. But I've not yet done this for Transit Tunnel East.
Yeah, but you can't stress the precise nature of it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but while you're in screw attack, you have the same hitbox as a standard morph ball. So put a morph ball in a morph ball hole. I mean, it's...
Yes, screw attack is effectively morph ball.
Yeah, so you're trying to get that precise, exact angle, and the second I say something, it happens. I gotta stop talking.
And would you look at this? Both runners outside of Transit Tunnel East at the same time. This is, chat, we might be looking at well, actually, I say we might be looking at a race, but Bruh still has to go back for a lot more keys. But yeah, we got a little bit of hand-holding here.
The backtrack that worries me, did Bruh ever go back for Sank Transit Station?
No, but he does know it's a Sky Temple key at this point.
Well, I know he knows about it, but he just keeps walking past it.
Oh, no.
Oh, he fell.
Yeah, so,
Going down.
Oh, like Naya's like kissing this key right now.
Yeah, it's like when you were young and you're out with your parents walking around the toy store. And you see something behind a pane of glass that looks like, oh, I want it, but you know you can't have it.
Oh, this must be incredibly painful for these runners.
One sees it, they can't grab it. The other one fell right past it. Well, never
did
mind.
they fall? Did they fall? Okay, I was about to say, did Nye fall into the pipe? Not necessarily a bad thing if that's the case, but I think...
Is he thinking about quitting and restarting it?
Definitely thinking about things for a minute, because again, this is Nye's go mode key. This is his last key. I think he's just maybe looking up a video to figure out how to finish this, to drop the hammer on this last key.
I don't blame. I'd rather be safe than sorry. Is the race still going? Yes, I will. This seed has been very rude.
Let me put it to you this way. Screw attack in Ing Reliquary with access to GFMC requiring Dark Visor Seeker missiles and going through the Temple Transport Emerald Elevator. On top of that, a Morbus required for a Sky Temple key. One of those keys requiring Echo Visor, which we don't even know where it is because both runners key skipped.
Then having your suit on in Cache 4.
After a mildly late Dark Beam.
Alright, bro's going for round 2. Will he grab that key? Will he kiss it? Will he grab it? Please collect the key. Do not fall down again. Oh, and he went right past it. And Nye's making his attempt. Bra slowly climbing up to it.
I wonder if climbing up this way is better. Like, I wonder if the key extends forward out a little bit.
Oh, hold on. No. Now Nye's on top of the pipe.
Yeah. Now he's double checking what the plan is. But yeah, this bro looks like to be having the right idea. Try traversing from the front of the pipe.
Almost there. You can feel the energy radiating off that key. Now you're giving the key a hug.
Oh, this is not funny.
Now you're staring the key in the face, and now the key just denied you is moving on.
Like, I'm trying to think if you need to have a little bit of momentum getting into the key, into the capsule here, so that you, like, extend in for, like, 1 pixel.
Well, I mean, you can see it looks like it's extending on that right side of the pipe. I mean...
Yeah. I wonder if they have to be back a little bit, like, towards the back side of the pipe, if that's maybe where the blind spot is.
All right, I'm going to say this right now. This reminds me of Mario Party all over again. Doing the exact same thing at the exact same layout. Who's going to grab it first? I love Mario Party. In a Metroid game?
Yeah, I think actually getting this from the backside seems to be the better option.
Nope, hold on. Nope, he went down past it again.
Yeah, both runners deciding to learn some advanced trickery here to figure this one out.
All right, now we're staring at the key. Now we're going to show the key who's boss by going higher.
Ooh, this actually looks like an interesting spot.
Come on. Come on. Clip into the pipe.
Yeah, I wonder if you do have to clip from behind. Yeah, let's see how Nye goes about this. Really? That is the back side. That is the right area.
Oh, hold on. Bro just clipped onto it. Is he going to make it?
The only downside...
Both are on top.
The main problem is that there is a floor on the top of that pipe. So that's the problem here. Our runners can't just fly through that. They
That'd
can't
be
like ceiling. They can't like ceiling warp or anything.
It would be nice though. All right, now we're gonna stare at the key and hopefully try to use the Jedi mind trick and force that key to come to us willingly. Ah, there we go.
And just like that, bruh is now in go mode.
Oh, that's great.
Absolutely insane.
So we tried to be nice with it, but it appears that by just staring at the key, that makes the key scared enough and come with us willingly so it doesn't have to face the consequences. I am running out of idioms to use. All right, now we got the problem. Is Nye going to be able to do the same thing? Oh, just stare at the key, Nye.
And yeah, kind of back to what I was saying earlier, it seemed like a diagonal approach to the key was the way forward there.
Right, you can't go straight at one angle. It's got to be...
Yeah. You have to give it a little bit, you have to push it a little. Yeah, like Nye has the right idea, but I think was a little too low. Now bro just has to get back in bounds and he's in business.
You know what, Captain? This does remind me of a race. It might have been one of the seeds you generated. There was a Bash Prime special, an STK over in Mining Plaza.
Mm-hmm.
And both runners used the new SAU screw attack unmorphed method.
Yeah. I think I do remember that race, actually. It was about a month and a half ago, I want to say. Maybe a tad bit longer, but yeah, it was a semi-recent race.
Oh, it was a while, but now one runner got out and the other runner just stayed in that little confinement area for the rest of the race.
Pretty much, yeah. It took like well over half an hour to properly get out. Or I don't even know if they did.
No, he never got out. He couldn't. He never landed the trick.
I remember that now. Yeah, I do remember that. That's a painful reminder that these advanced tricks can save you a lot of time, but they can also be the worst. Now that all being said, bruh is in a very good position here to finish up the rest of these keys, because at this point I believe the rest of the keys are in sank. From his perspective. Can I have the keys again, please?
Yes, indeed. I'll get them for you in just one split second.
I don't remember.
Hive Chamber B, Central Mining Station, Battlegrounds, Culling Chamber.
Oh, yeah, wait, Mineshaft. Yeah, bro would have to go back for Mineshaft. I don't know if he's done that yet.
Yeah, Mineshaft, Transit Station, Dagon Temple, FTA, and TTE.
Okay, so yeah, I know. Did bro get FTA as well? I'm not sure. Bro might have more keys than we've noticed at this point. We'll double check later. We'll know obviously when he's on his way to Sky Temple grounds.
Absolutely. And to quell the concerns in chat, would it be faster to get the jetpack? Yes. Problem: we don't know where it is, and we still have a lot of checks left.
The problem is there's no good checks. There are no good checks. Like gravity is either vanilla or on Undertemple, or it's behind Screw Attack at this point. Because we've checked literally it's either behind Screw Attack or Light Suit. Because we have checked literally everything else.
Well, no, we still have Vault open that no one's gone for yet.
Which is behind Screw Attack, effectively. So.
Well, I mean, technically no.
Technically no, but it's much easier to do with Screw.
Oh. Absolutely, yes.
But yeah, no, there's pretty much no good locations left where this gravity boost can be. And keep in mind also, it could be behind Echo Visor.
You know what? Just like you said earlier, I can't wait to see the item list at the end.
Screw the item list. I can't wait for this interview. Did Bruh get the culling chamber key? I would wager probably. Yeah, I remember him going back for it now. Because, yeah, both runners went back for the one item in Spider's Treasure they couldn't get previously due to energy issues.
Correct.
I don't think we've seen Hive entrance.
Not that I can recall, at least.
It could actually just be here in Sand Canyon. That screw attack locked, too.
Oh, that's fair. We never did clear it.
But it is behind Screw Attack, which is behind Light Suit.
And guess what?
Yeah, I don't think it helps that the hints have been particularly... I don't know if it's just my imagination, but the hints have been particularly trash lately. Like, in the weekly race I raced last week, or the cross-game race...
Right.
From last week, the hints were garbage. Like, they did not tell me where anything important was.
Well, that's never a good sign. Have you thought about being nicer to the hints?
I'm usually very nice to the hints. In fact, I laughed with them when they first told me about, they first asked me if I wanted to be famous. Yeah, no joke. First time I read that hint, I fell out of my chair laughing.
I completely believe you.
Because it was at the time in particular, it hasn't been an issue in my streams now, but it is such a topical joke hint.
Right.
All right, so Bruh is now going for the central mining station key. He had to bail on this earlier because he tried to get it out of bounds. After that, the last key missing is... I'm not sure, actually. It's not Temple Grounds.
Hive Chamber B we got. Central Mine. Did Bruh go back for Central Mining?
Bruh's getting Central Mining right now.
Okay, so that covers that. Culling Chamber he grabbed. Mine Shaft he just got. Transit Station he finally went back for, I believe.
Yes.
Dagon Temple. What about Fortress FTA? Did he ever do Light Suit?
That's the last one.
Okay.
I think it's maybe not. I know somebody got FTA recently. I don't remember if it was Nye or Bruh.
Well, I know Nye did it. I saw it on his
That's
screen.
probably why. Yeah, wanna be famous? By follow transmission blocked. Just imagine me saying that in the Dread Adam voice. 'Cause I actually do like that voice. As far as like robot tech voices go. I wonder if Nye boosted into the chamber, if that would work. Because doesn't boosting extend your hitbox just slightly?
Just a little, not by much, but a little. But if I had to pick an Adam voice, I'm sorry, but I'm going with Other M. Dave Elvin did a wonderful acting with it.
That's fair.
Yeah, granted, he used the same voice. He was very stern and strict the entire game, but I liked it. Yeah, it was a good ambience. Even if Other M is not looked upon favorably by most people. Yeah, see, exactly. What's Other M? Other M stands for Other Metroid Prime. A nightmare. And Captain, if you keep you updated with through Baja, Miser has all 9 keys, and he just got out of Morbus. So it's completely possible that Miser might be the first to finish.
Really? Well, if Bruh's heading for a Sky Temple Gateway, then I would wager... Oh, no, this is for... Yeah, this is FTA.
Yeah, he's still missing the key.
And at which point...
Or
why
is
is
he?
Bruh going into the thing?
Does he not have Emerald? No, he does have Emerald.
Yeah, I don't understand why this is. Because Profane Path isn't a key. I think he just realized it. Alright, so yeah, I think based on what we're hearing, it looks like, well, amongst Restream, Bruh is definitely going to take it at this rate. because he is now ahead of Nye, and it's definitely faster to get. Oh, there we go.
Hey,
Nye got it.
there we go.
Now, Nye got it bomb jumping up. I don't understand this game sometimes.
That's okay. None of us understand this game.
Metroid Prime 2 Echoes for the Nintendo GameCube. Well, that's going to be a much easier escape for Nye as well.
Yeah. Well, I see chat saying this is why Prime is better. I'm gonna beg to differ on that one, Sam. You can fight me over that.
Well, I think based on what I've observed with Prime, is that the tricks that allow you to skip stuff are not as crazy, but also there aren't as many major items by comparison to Echoes. Actually, there's about a similar amount of majors. I take that back. Although there's no secret launcher in Prime. But that being said, yeah, the Echoes tricks are way tougher to perform, I would say. Just and that's having not performed a vast majority of these myself, to be fair. To the runners, that could be a matter of perspective. But unfortunately, it looks like Bruh did not flip the crystal switch in Hall of the Eyes, so he's got to go around. Not Hall of Eyes, Path of Eyes.
Well, that being said, I will say Secret Launcher and Echoes is a lot better than what they used in Corruption.
Yeah, I think the main reason Corruption Seekers are weird is because the missiles in Corruption are just wonky in general.
They are, yeah. I appreciate the Ice Missile comeback, though. That was a good touch.
Indeed.
Alrighty, well, we've got our ammo restocked. We have all our Sky Temple keys. And Bruh is right next to the gateway. He's coming up on the final boss, it looks like. And it looks like Nye's gonna go for a save warp here. Go all the way back through Great Temple.
Yeah, from Nye's perspective, this is way easier. Bruh, unfortunately, has to go all the way back around, but is just ahead of Nye here. And folks, look how close this race has turned out to be, despite everything that's happened, because both runners decided they were not interested in getting Echo Visor or Gravity Suit, Gravity Boost.
I don't blame him in the slightest. Having almost the entirety of Lower Torvus, the entirety of Dark Lower Torvus, and half of Sanguining Hive, it's doing a hard trick to bypass 2 items with multiple checks. Hey, I mean, I'd go for it.
On that note, would you excuse me for a minute? I am grabbing a drink.
Well, I mean, you don't need my permission to do that, but okay.
That's fair. All right, I'll be back.
Well, no, since you gave me permission, I can't let you leave.
Excuse me.
You're welcome. I am so confused now. That's great. Is he sharing the drink? You were not authorized. Well, chat, this is why we love you. And yeah, Grav Boost is essentially the gravity suit just condensed into a little backpack. And we do get some underwater movement, though, with that little jetpack being a jetpack. And float through the water like it's made of nothing.
That's because it effectively is made of nothing once you get gravity.
So, we want to know, Captain, with that drink you have there, you fixing to share that?
Not particularly, sorry.
Well, you might want to let chat know that.
Hey, if it, like real talk for a second, if I do end up meeting folks at GDQ, I would happily well actually I'm not really an alcoholic drinker. Like this is a vanilla Coke, but I'd probably buy a round of drinks. I think at this point I kind of owe it to people as at least a little something for all the trash I keep making you all go through.
I think the problem is if you ever meet Nye, you meet Bruh, Sam, any of the major runners, you're you're going to be buying a lot of rounds.
You know, probably.
Before we continue,
it's only a matter of time, I hope.
I want to state here that we here at Speed Gaming in the community, we do not promote dangerous drinking. Please drink responsibly if you do.
Absolutely.
You know, your health and your safety comes before anything else. So, again, please drink responsibly if you do.
We're in a position here where a DS4 skip could decide the race.
They are neck and neck.
Yeah, Bruh's had a fairly terrific Emperor Ring so far.
Oh, especially with that double damage Annihilator, that just wipes the first phase. How fast will Bruh get Underbelly?
Ooh, yeah, this is unfortunately taking a little bit of time. That kneecap is gonna, yep.
Oh.
Happens every time. Every time.
Oh, and up he goes. Well, will he get it this time?
I would wager nerves are kicking in because at this point you've done those crazy tricks and let me see the race time for a split second. Yeah, between you and Nye, you haven't finished yet, so you're probably losing it right now.
Yeah, but we just completed Emperor Ring 3. We're on our way for Planet Escape for DS4. Nye, on the other hand, how fast is it going to take him? 1, 2. Oh, so close.
And when I say losing it, I mean from a mental perspective, not from the race itself, just to clarify.
Right, and Nye just completed Emperor Ring. He's on his way for Escape as well. It is a necktie at this point.
All right, here we go, chat. Grab some snack. Well, don't grab some snacks at this point because the race is almost over. But yeah, hope you got snacks ready. Here we go.
Don't leave your seats. We're in for a final hectic conclusion. Who's going to win? Will it be Nye or will it be Bruh?
Uh-oh. I think Bruh fired 13 Annihilator shots. Yeah, that's no DS4 skip for him.
No. This gives Nye a chance to come back.
Yeah, on double damage, the correct amount of damage is 12 Annihilator and 3 pea shooters. 3 lemons.
All right, what's he going to do?
All right. Nye, on the other hand, does have the correct amount of Annihilator shots, doesn't use the lemons.
We're still neck and neck. It's anybody's game, chat. Hang in there. We're almost there.
All right. Nye does have the stuns. Going to go for Rapid Annihilator here.
Yeah, it's working out in his favor. He's getting there slowly but surely. I think Nye's going to take it. One more round. That's time.
GG. Nye flips the race with a successful DS4 skip and wins the restream with a time of 2:26.43. 62 seconds before him is Miser with a 2:25.41.
All of this came down to the final boss. So no matter what happened earlier with all the resetting, all the backtracking, it came down for this final moment. What an incredible spectacle this has become. So, GG to all 3 of our runners today. Amazing job from all of them. And Bruh's about to clean up and do the final hit now. We got one more hit to pull off here.
All right, we have unfortunately learned that Bruh will not be able to interview due to time reasons, but we'll hopefully get Nye involved because I would definitely love to. I'm sure they would. I'm sure if I would not like to have some have a word with Nye, which I would sure that he would like a word with me.
Oh, I totally believe it. And that is GG.
And Bruh's final time is a 2:27.50, so only 67 seconds later. So yeah, this race between all three runners decided by a whopping 129 seconds.
And Chad, as we attempt to get some of our runners in here for a post-game interview, if you have any questions or concerns you'd like to be brought up, this would be the perfect opportunity to post them below. And it looks like our audio has also gone out.
Has it?
Yeah, I'm getting no audio feedback.
Well, no, there shouldn't be any once the runners are marked as finished.
Okay,
on the comm feed.
That's absolutely correct. I'm just now realizing it's been too long of a day. All right. Have you marked both as done? Yeah, they are both. Okay.
Yeah,
so now
they're definitely both done.
Yep, we're just waiting for the bot to send that invite out. But Baja, you're absolutely Baja. This is gonna be fun.
Once again, chat, welcome to my weeklies.
Hey, Captain, we gotta start doing some. I gotta start doing some accounting on your behalf. We gotta figure out how many drinks you actually owe our runners at this point.
Oh, jeez.
And since I have a background in logistics, I'll get back to you after I do some calculations. All right, doesn't look like that bot's doing.
Yeah, we might have to do manual invites here. One moment, please.
I'll let you handle that. Yeah, nice saying it's expired immediately. Thank you, Op. Appreciate that information. Alrighty, chat. Well, as you can see on a nice screen, we're going through our item locations. So, pull out your scorecards, pull out your guessing games. We're looking for an Echo Visor, and we are looking for a gravity boost. So we're going to go ahead and let the silence take over.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find 9 Discord so I can send the invite properly, so bear with. Echo Visor under temple access.
Yeah, you called it.
Yeah. All right, gravity. Here's the big one. Gravity. Hive entrance.
Oh, no.
Locked by light suit and screw attack.
Oh, I don't blame him for not going after that.
Aegon Key, Hive Gyro, ATS, sank temple access. Echo was required. Hard.
I don't blame them at all. That's nasty.
Okay, now actually, where is Nye in this Discord? Good grief. Just a moment, folks.
I'm just going to tag both of you. Captain, check social in general. I mean, actually,
Thank you.
Yeah. Do you want to try to get Miser in here as well? I can't.
I think we're gonna have to pass on that because I have another obligation that I'm actually already late as is for. But no, right, GG's to you.
GG's.
Congratulations on winning out the restream by 67 seconds.
I blame Transit Tunnel.
Oh, that's okay. You both struggled on Transit Tunnel for about the same amount of time on Worm Key Skip. I'm gonna go hide in a corner now.
All right. Well, if you want to do your thing, Captain, I can clean up here. It's your call.
Yeah,
I don't want you to be late.
Yeah, the only thing at this point, the one question I do want to ask Nye is, how did you feel about the Dark Beam hint after trying for Annihilator for a while?
Honestly, not bad. My plan was getting Annihilator and immediately heading towards him, but dumb trick.
Yeah, you had a little bit of trouble trying to get that Annihilator, though.
I tried on like 3 separate occasions.
at
Yeah,
minimum.
and well, to be fair, you did get one of them, but unfortunately, you took that death on the way into Doomed Entry because of late load.
I didn't get the Annihilator. I just gave up and went like, okay, sure, I'm just gonna go check that area since I
Oh,
haven't done
okay.
that yet.
Okay, yeah,
And
because
I'll come back to this later because otherwise I'm gonna stress out.
yeah, because I remember you had to re-pick up at least Cobalt Translator again because of that KO
Yeah.
on the in the Path of Doomed entry.
Yeah, I had to pick up both Battlegrounds items again. Thankfully, yeah, once I get boost, I went like, okay, I'm gonna go back for that because boost makes retrying that free.
All right, well,
That's why I got an island. Yeah.
all right, well, again, GG's to the both of you. That was an absolutely fantastic race. I'm unfortunately needed elsewhere, so I'm going to have to bust out here. But GG's to you again. Marion, thanks for joining me here in the booth. Have a great rest of your day, folks.
Always a pleasure, Captain. You take care. Try to have a good one.
See you,
And,
Captain.
well, with that being said, I guess it's just you and I here up in this booth along with Op. Well, now knowing what you know, is there anything that you do differently?
Not really, actually. Like, not picking up Dark Beam and knowing that I really only needed it for actually being able to move was pretty good, especially, and well, Light Suit besides. But like, yeah, not checking upper stank before just going to Aegon to do cleanup because I didn't find anything in lower turbos was pretty good. I didn't do the rest of lower turbos mainly because I knew it was out of logic without screw attack or gravity boost.
That's fair. With your gravity being on Hive Entrance of all
Yeah,
places.
gravity being on Hive Entrance being locked by a screw attack. I got really scared when I saw the grapple hint because that meant either gravity or screw attack on reliquary, and either of them was really good to have.
So you try to get to Aang Reliquary as fast as you could. The
Yeah.
problem...
Once I found Light Suit, I stopped for a moment because I wanted to pick up Mineshaft, but then I went like, you know what? No, I'm gonna return here for freaking form. I'm just gonna delay that and just rush that.
Right. Get the information that you know and get it out of the way, especially with it being movement related.
Yeah.
But your light suit in Cache 4 Dark Beam, seems like a pretty late check to try to go back for.
I mean, at the point where I was, I had no reason to go to Sank. Well, I did have reason. It's just that I figured it was far too slow, and even when I read the Aegon keys hint, I was like, no, I'm gonna prioritize something else because I know I can skip worm keys, so I'm not looking for them. I'm looking for screw attackers.
No, I don't blame you at all. But now everything else seems to be pretty... It was a wild seed going back and forth, back and forth. I mean, your screw attack getting Reliquary, your light suit was a pain in the butt to try to get. Temple Transport East was,
And Transit Tunnel East, that was just me having a bad setup. Like my last two attempts were a different setup. It's like I got it second try with another setup and I hate it. Could have done that.
well, I don't blame you at all, but you gave it your best shot. You know, you did amazing for what the seed threw at you.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I don't think we're about to run into the 5 o'clock hour. We might be running into SpeedGaming's next event. So with that being said, is there anything else you'd like to say out there for all your viewers watching you?
I hereby revoke Captain MD's title of captain.
You revoke his title of captain. Well, I don't blame you in the slightest. Oh, and Bro was here and he just left. Well, we're gonna give him a few more seconds, see if he wants to come back on that. And Miser, I see you in chat. Is there anything you want to spread the word on? How terrible this seed might have been for you? And we're gonna let you post that down below while you think about it. But on that note, yeah, I don't have anything else further for you, Nye. It's been a pleasure watching and having you both here. You and Brett put on an amazing show for all of us watching. Your Out of Bounds movement was divine as always. So, with that being said, anything else you'd like to throw out there?
Not really, no.
No, not really. Well, with that being said, if our bot would work, we'd have the information to follow both runners below, but it seems our bot's not accepting that command. So we're going to try to get that manually thrown in there in a second. But on that, GG, thank you for joining us here, everyone, on Speed Gaming and the Metroid Prime community. For future events, you're more than welcome to come join us. We're open to all. And note that Speed Gaming Live has live in-person events going on in Herndon, Virginia. More information can be found on Speed Gaming's website. And on that, again, thank you for tracking. As always, amazing job. It's been a pleasure. And we'll see everyone in the next mission.